Good evening. Welcome to great homecoming by Colts. That tune. Oakman's.
Right. Well, thanks a lot, Jake. We appreciate that. And we're out here today. We've got Principal at Hope-Page. We've got Angie Zerfus joining us for some conversation ahead of the football game tonight. And Angie, when we think about this week, homecoming week, actually it was a pretty good week considering COVID and the situations that the schools are trying to make work. A lot of changes to what was maybe traditional homecoming, but a lot of similarities. So talk about the week a little bit and what we were able to get things fired up with.
Sure. It was a great week. We still had a lot of excitement, and we tried to do the best we can with the circumstances the way they are. We started off Sunday we had our 5K, we had hallway decorating, we have supper, and then we had a coronation. So the coronation, some of those things looked a little different, but at least we got them in and we were able to do something. We did dress-up days throughout the week, certain activities. Usually we do a game show on Thursday in the gym. This year we did it in classrooms, and we did bingo over the speakers, so different things like that. Today usually we would have a giant pep rally and we'd have a homecoming dance, so we're not doing any of those things, but we did a vid rally, so we did a video rally and some different things to get the kids hyped up and let them know that we want them to still have the experiences that we normally would have to the best of our abilities.
Can you talk about, support for programs? I'm thinking about last week too, traveling to Mayville, watching the community still travel, to a point. There was some decent crowd there. You talk about working within a pep rally, something you take a lot of pride in. Trying to find a way to work around that is a challenge.
It is. You try to think of, okay, what would we normally do, and how can we do that in a different way? How can we still recognize the kids? We did coaches' speeches and captain speeches. We did football and volleyball introductions like the NFL does on TV, where they introduce themselves and their position, and just different things like that to get the kids thinking outside the box, how they can still have those experiences, but they look different. They feel different.
Right, and the participation level still, like with dress-up days, things around the school, still pretty well participated?
Oh, absolutely. You know what? Everybody's fired up to do anything. We had... we're well supported by our communities, and the kids, our student bodies are really awesome. They're fired up to do anything. They're always willing to jump in and hey, let's try this. Okay, let's do that. And they're just enthusiastic, and we're pretty fortunate.
I know the volleyball team had a really successful week with a couple of victories, and there too, the student body seems like they're really enjoying the opportunities that they have, that they can get out and be fans and spectators.
Absolutely. We are fortunate to still have some of that going on, and we're, kids will be kids, and we still got to remind them to do things a certain way and stay on top of those things too, but we're just doing the best we can with that. Our volleyball girls started the sweeping this week, so we're hoping the boys will sweep on right through too and get the win tonight.
Hard to believe we're at the midway point of the football season.
Yeah, that is. Last year's season was really long, which was awesome. And then we had graduation actually on the football field here, and so we're back here again. So this has really been the scene for a lot of things in the last year. So we really get fired up about the field and the game and just everything else with the opportunities.
So as far as other things, anything else as far as school that's maybe coming up that we want to touch on? I know next Friday the football team travels. We're headed out to Lemoore. It's going to be the big road trip. But what's coming up here at Hope-Page School?
Yeah, we were supposed to have another big road game with volleyball too, but we had a cancellation on Tuesday, so we won't have to be traveling so much next week. Next week we'll be finding some normalcy, getting back into that groove again. First quarter's almost done, so in the classroom wise, we're just gearing up for learning and assessments and different pieces like that. So it's a lot happening in Spartan Nation, that's for sure.
That's right. Okay, I'm putting you on the spot here as homecoming coronation last Sunday. Hope-Page, what was our homecoming king and queen?
Homecoming king was Owen Zerfus, and homecoming queen was Marissa Mitchell.
All right, and they
will be recognized tonight at halftime too.
Terrific. We're going to make sure we catch that here on your live event and mix that in. I think, now I'm forgetting off the top of my head at Finley-Sharon. Dalton Stein, wasn't it?
They did theirs on Tuesday, I think, at the volleyball game, and Dalton Stein is their king, and Molly Beckerman is their queen.
That's right. We were doing it. I read the names, and Molly was skipping me, but I remember Dalton.
Yep.
It's his hair,
For sure. It fits really nicely in those crowns, too. The curls come all out.
Good representation from the football volleyball team, both representing with homecoming king and queen. So exciting times, but we're not dancing tonight. No dances, right?
No dancing. We can dance on the sidelines, and maybe we'll have some dancing in the touchdowns, but no dancing in the school.
Okay, well that's all right. Well, Angie, thanks so much for the time. Really enjoyed chatting and enjoyed that we were able to have homecoming week.
Absolutely, thank you. We're really fortunate to have you guys doing this. We love the streaming and everything, and our fans are watching it and rewatching it. And I just had somebody tell me they watched from Florida last night at volleyball. So thank you guys for everything you're doing for us too. We appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate it as well. Angie Zerfis with us here today is a little pregame chatter ahead of the football contest here tonight in Hope.
Thanks, Kevin. Joining me on the sideline there with our pregame information ahead of the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans and the Richland Colts. Your IRA Insurance Report comes up next on yourliveevent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
Another new recent trade at Norman County Implement, 32-foot Summers disc chisel, one owner machine, priced at $32,000. Talk with Chuck O'Neill on this 32-foot Summers disc chisel, priced at $32,000. Also a 44-foot Summers disc, excellent condition, priced at $29,000. 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570, save $80,000 on this price now from Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business.
Okay, stand by. I'll watch for you.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
On your IRA Insurance pregame show, we remind you, for all your insurance needs, visit IRA Insurance online at IRAINS.com. It's the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans and the Richland Colts. Home game number 3 for the Spartans here in Hope. And we go down to the field. We chat with their head coach, Larry Fontaine, down there.
All right, thanks a lot, Jake. Appreciate that. And Larry, I know for the guys here tonight, homecoming night. It's one of those protect this house type contests, and the guys want to get out the schneid here too.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this game tonight. We want to get rolling again and get a nice little winning streak going so that we can get ready for the playoffs. Hopefully, we're basically in a do or die situation right now. Another loss, we might not get in. So kids realize that. So we're going to give it all we got tonight and play with our hearts.
They seem like a focused bunch coming out, and I know they're going to be battling here tonight. Spartans down a couple of guys with some injury.
Yeah, it is what it is. No one's going to feel sorry for us. Football's a tough game. We got 5 kids in street clothes tonight. We're going to start freshman Braden Mitchell, freshman Brooks Braun's going to get a lot of playing time. We're basically starting 2 seniors, I believe, on defense. They'll be all right, though. No one's going to feel sorry for us. Next man up, we'll be okay.
An early season here, too. In the first few games, all these guys have had playing time, and so there's been some depth, and now you just got to exercise that.
Yeah, you're correct. We got kids that can play. They'll be fine. They know we went through tape. We worked hard this week. They ran really well on Wednesday and Thursday, and we're ready to play.
Richland's a team here that shooting for a victory. A group very much I consider similar to like a Hankinson, limited numbers, but they're going to come and play.
Yeah, if our kids aren't ready to play, they know it's going to be a long night. They know they have to play. We focus that all week. They're bigger than us. They're big kids. 99 is a huge kid. and they've got some other kids. They're just, bigger. We're just going to have to get off the ball quicker, and we're going to have to play. We got to play a whole game. We got to stay focused and play a second half. We've had good first halves all year. Second halves have not been very good. We haven't really played a complete game yet.
Talk about getting off the ball, line of scrimmage being a key factor, limiting turnovers. It's really fundamental stuff for the guys right now.
Yeah, we've had too many turnovers, too many penalties, too many missed assignments. A lot of things that we got to get better if we want to make the playoffs.
Well, Larry, it starts here tonight to second half of the season, really, right? Second half of the regular season here this evening.
Roger, yeah, this is the 5th game. Our goal right now is to try and get to 6-3. We feel 6-3 will get us in the playoffs, which means we can afford to lose one game out of the next 5, and that's it. If we lose tonight, we got Lemoore next week. It'll be a tough battle, tough goal, but, we're not looking ahead of Richland. The boys are ready and focused. They know we got to go one game at a time.
Seems like a very focused group tonight, Larry. We'll let you roll. Thanks for the time. Good luck to you and the team.
Roger, thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, our head coach for the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans, Larry Fontaine, join us with our pregame coach's comments as the Spartans celebrate homecoming by welcoming the Richland Colts into Hope. We'll talk here with the Colts when we come back on your Ira Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. 0% interest, 0 payments for 120 days on all precision planting equipment. Save your cash flow. Book your planter upgrades today with an additional 20% discount on shop labor and trucking. Pay this year or next. No payments, no interest for 120 days on approved credit. Call RDK Enterprises 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Ira Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IRAinsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
This is the Ira Insurance pregame show with the Richland Colts coming to Hope to take on the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans tonight on yourliveevent.com. Let's go back down to the field. Kevin Kochman staying by with more of your pregame coach's comments.
All right, thanks a lot, Jake Pierce. Let's talk about the football contest here tonight. Richland, a football team. You guys are still searching for that win, but you got a hard-working group of boys here.
Yeah, absolutely. They're absolute grinders, and a couple games haven't gone our way, but they haven't given up. They're grinding and hoping to get our first win tonight.
Looking at them, size, you got that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're put a lot of work in this offseason, getting stronger, getting quicker. And that's our bread and butter, is running the football and power football. So hopefully we can do some of that tonight.
You talk about running the football. You got some leadership there at the line of scrimmage that can help lead that charge.
Absolutely. We've got senior captain Tommy Zander. It's been phenomenal for us this year, as well as Nick Thompson at fullback, lineman. He kind of does it all for us. And our sophomore Caden Carlson, who's looking really, really good this year.
So as far as your opponent tonight coming here, it's homecoming for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. It's always, as a visitor on homecoming night, you'd love to play spoiler.
Yeah, it's always a fun memory for the kids, especially, too, going into someone else's place and getting a win. So hopefully, hopefully we can do that tonight.
What have you learned about the Spartans this week in preparation?
They're a very well-coached team, very disciplined. They do what they do very well, running the ball. They don't make mistakes. They play mistake-free football, and we're going to have to do the same to beat them.
Biggest keys for success? Obviously, you don't want to turn the ball over. You don't want to, have too many penalties. But what are some of those keys for success?
Right. Eliminating the small mistakes, small mental mistakes. We have a young team out there. It's common for them to make mental mistakes, so we're just telling them to play smart, play disciplined, and to have fun.
Yeah, fun is a key factor because you just never know. Every week is a gift here in this season.
Absolutely, yeah. With the uncertainty, we tell them to play every game like it's their last, and they do for the most part. Just a couple things haven't gone our way this year, and we're in the spot we are.
Are you learning something from your team in the fact that you have limited numbers and the guys really banding together? Are you learning something about these guys?
Yeah, they're willing to push themselves beyond what they think their limits are. They're very dedicated, very poised, and they're family. Good group of guys, young men, very mature for their age.
Pierce, thanks for the time. Good luck to you and the Colts. We'll catch up at halftime.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pierce Moline for the Richland Colts. Your pregame coach's comments here on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for tuning in, watching us here tonight with the live streaming with the Your Live Event powered by Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Glad to be with you here in Hope. Myself, Jake Berkmeyer, with the play-by-play call. Kevin Kochman, as you just heard, down on the field. Whitney Pittman helping with the producing behind-the-scenes camera work here tonight. Glad to be with you here, and we'll be back with more of your Irie Insurance pregame show. Get ready for the Spartans and the Colts coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
When you're looking for a new vehicle, visit with the sales team at Finley Motors, your Chevrolet and Buick dealer. Their sales team will ensure a seamless experience throughout every step of the vehicle buying process and will help you to secure the best financing for your budget. The service and repair department at Finley Motors is equipped to deal with any type of service, auto repair, or reoccurring maintenance. Call 701-524-1200 to schedule service. Visit the showroom in Finley or Mayville and search the new and pre-owned inventory online at finleymotors.com.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting finleyfarmerselevator.com.
Just about 7.5 minutes till kickoff between the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans and the Richland Colts. Two teams that come into the week trying to stop the skid. Two straight losses for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page after they started the season with 2 victories. They sit at 2-2. They're off of last week's loss to Mayport CG, which was a close game at halftime, but ended up with the Patriots winning 56-22. And the Richland Colts, they are 0-3 on the year. Losses to Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Widemeyer, Lidgerwood, and Maple Valley Enderlin last week. In the rain, a 16-8 loss there to MVE. And looking to get things going here on the right side. And, well, Kevin, you had a chance to talk with both coaches. And when you get to this part of the season now, you hope the early season things that have been hindering you, you've been able to work on them. But coming off a couple losses here, you hope you guys that still have some confidence going too.
Well, you got to have that confidence. And you know, it is tough. And when you see, I mean, Richland from the standpoint, limited numbers in the first place, right? We're talking about having guys 13, 14, out in uniform, very similar to the Hankinson numbers, prior to week number 1 for the opponents of Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Low numbers, real difficult to deal with, and then you talk about trying to band together. That's why I thought asking Coach Pierce, a little bit about, what he's learning from the team, because when you got a small group of guys, they're going to have to find a way to come together, and it really is maybe a different type of makeup, different type of mental makeup. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, this is a group that today came out and is quite quiet on the sidelines warming up, very focused. When you come off of a loss last week, second half, maybe you could say it was a bit demoralizing. Satram just really did a nice job playing football for Mayport CG, and Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page didn't have an answer. So through the week of preparation, the week of film, they knew that Sawyer wasn't going to be on the other side of the field tonight. They knew they needed to change their mantra, and they're going to get an entirely different team, Jake. Last week, you look at a Mayport CG that Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page played against, a team that is explosive, a team that scored a ton of points and could score in a hurry. This Richland team is a ground and pound. They're going to dig it out, and their entire outlook's going to be different here tonight. So Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page really did have to sort of just look in the mirror and set things up here for this one. And homecoming, you just don't want to have a loss on homecoming night. That's just a big bummer. Even in the COVID 2020, you just don't want to lose homecoming. So for these guys, they want to come out and flip the script here immediately and set the tone.
Yeah, and on the other end of things for Richland, you get challenged. I think you get hyped when you see that you're someone else's homecoming week. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of energy they come out, what they bring up here when we kick off.
Yeah, I'm very curious. And reference made to Thomas Zander.
Tanner Zander.
Oh, well, Tanner Zander, but then there's Thomas Zander too, Jake.
Yeah.
And Thomas Zander is number 99. 6'3", 230 pounds. He's a dude.
Yeah, big left guard for him.
He's a dude, and he was the captain here at the coin toss, and seeing him walk around and have some a bit of swagger in the pregame here too. That's a guy I'm very curious to see how he reacts when talk about trying to own the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a task for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page tonight, try to move that line of scrimmage.
Well, and you just look at the differences between the two teams, looking on paper a little bit. Richland with their 3 games in the books here, just a total of 539 yards of offense. They average about 10 points a game in those 3 losses, and pretty much all of it rushing. They have 105 passing yards on the year, 434 then rushing, averaging a $144 on the ground. And that includes last week when they were in the rain with Maple Valley Enderlin, and kind of just turns into a slop fight there as you're just trying to keep your footing in some of that. But coming in and, yeah, like you said, the last 2 weeks really for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page facing a very explosive offenses with Tri-State and Mayport CG coming in with a team with a similar mindset of we want to run the ball. We'll see how that comes into the play game planning here. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, they average about 210 on the ground per game this season. So we could have a move the clock, keep the clock running type game.
Yeah, I don't know. We know Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page can go to the air, and they do utilize that. It won't be to the level that like Mayport CG was willing to push it through the air quite a bit, and Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page tried to keep pace and did for a while. And then halftime came and things just changed. Certainly, it was kind of a punch for punch against Tri-State 2 weeks ago here in Hope, and you got to think that for the Spartans here tonight, the focus truly is just get out here, get things going, get off on the right foot, and like Larry said too, you got to get through the game. Coach Fontaine talking about it. There just hasn't been a complete game yet, even in those first couple of weeks with victories. There was conversation after the game of, well, okay, here's our hole. Third quarter there was a dud, or we didn't have a great fourth quarter. So for the guys to come out and play a full, complete game, try to build up some positivity, because you know what? It is coming next week. You don't look ahead, but at the same time, you know that Lemoore next week is the opponent, and that's a top-scoring team in 9-man North Dakota points and just a very talented group. So huge game tonight for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Big game for Richland. Both teams want to get off the schneid.
Yeah, hey, Kevin, real quick, game number 3 here in Hope. How's the field looking down there?
Oh, yeah, field conditions here in Hope, it's been fantastic each week. Mosquitoes are going to play a factor. I was told in the forecast that we'd have a southerly wind. Not much southerly wind here tonight. The sun is setting. In fact, sunset, I think tonight is like 7:27, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to have to deal with that here this evening. And so by end of first quarter, Jake, the sun should be behind the Hope Page School here, so shouldn't have to worry about that in the press box. Field itself, in great shape. There's been junior high games played here too. Again, just been very good fall weather, and as far as that's been concerned, the turf is taking it very well. It's a very well-painted facility, too. Again, big props to the grounds crew for keeping this up, and great night. Hope that cannon shoots off a few times for homecoming.
Yeah, fog out the mosquitoes.
Boom.
Here, as we get ready for homecoming night for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans, taking on the Richland Colts on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll wrap up your Ira Insurance pregame show after this.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3us.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Homecoming in Hope, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, and Richland. 2-2 Spartans, 0-3 Colts. Thanks again for joining us on yourliveevent.com. Kickoff comes up next.
The aisles at Mick's Grocery in Hope are filled with products you know and love. That's why Mick's Grocery is your one-stop shop for all of your shopping needs. Mick's has a deli, bakery, produce, and fresh meat. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or trying a new recipe, you'll find what you need at a great value. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mick's Grocery in Hope, North Dakota. 701-945-2691.
The vision of the Finley-Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley-Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
Hope-Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope-Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope-Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
Welcome back here to Hope. As we get set for our opening kickoff between Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page and Richland, the Spartans and the Colts. Ready to go here on yourliveevent.com, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Let's get to our starting lineups tonight. We start with the offense for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They'll start along the offensive line. The center, the 5'9", 205-pound junior, number 52, Hayden Hushka. At the guards will be number 55, 5'9", 215-pound senior, Andrew Corey, and number 90, 5'11", 230-pound senior, William Erickson. Your ends will be number 80, Landon Koenig, the 6'5", 175-pound sophomore, and the 6', 165-pound senior and homecoming king for the Finley-Sharon School, number 14, Dalton Stein. Your backs and wings positions here today, a little bit of a rotation, but we will see Zyler Carlson, the 5'9", 170-pound sophomore, wearing number 13, number 21, Cody Reamer, the 5'8", 180-pound junior. Throw in Braden Mitchell will get to start tonight with the wing fullback position, wearing number 8, the 5'9", 140-pound freshman. And the quarterback will be number 3, Owen Zerfus, the homecoming king for Hope-Page Schools. He stands 6 foot, weighs 145 pounds as a senior for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. There with your starting offense. Let's look at the starting defense for the Richland Colts. They will start 6 foot, 175-pound freshman, number 70, Michael Hopping. Number 99, the big 6'3", 230-pound senior, Thomas Zander, or Tommy Zander as they call him. Number 84, Caden Carlson at 6'3", 210 pounds as a sophomore out there on that defensive line as well. Linebackers tonight, you'll see number 47, Wade Gorder, the 5'10", 165-pound freshman, and the 6 foot, 245-pound junior, number 28, Nick Thompson. Number 5, Teddy Flaw, the 6 foot, 155-pound sophomore. And number 12, Tanner Zander, the 6'3", 190-pound sophomore at the cornerback position with your safeties. Number 2, Colton Mickelson, the 6'1", 185-pound junior. And the 5'10", 160-pound sophomore, number 23, Nick Wolfkuhl. That's your starting lineups for the Richland Colts. They sit at 0-3. They take on the 2-2 Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. As we've had our lineups announced on the field, we're getting ready to go for kickoff too, and myself, Jake Berkmeyer, in the booth doing the play-by-play call. Whitney Pittman behind my side doing some camera work and producing here for YourLiveEvent.com, and Kevin Cookman down on the field. And Kevin, how's the energy level here for this homecoming week game with Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page hosting the Richland Colts?
I gotta be honest, a little bit subdued.
That's kind of what I was feeling up in the press box. I was
Yeah.
wondering if it was different down on the field.
A few less people that are maybe huddling around the field side like we've used to here the first 2 home games here in Hope, and so I guess here today they're gonna get going. You could call it like in New York, a late arriving crowd, but see, they got the Happy Gnome camper going on up here too, a little food truck, and they've got the concessions. So there's other things that we're doing to celebrate homecoming here tonight in Hope. But the cannon fired off at the anthem, red, white, and blue flags everywhere. Let's go. Let's play some football. Let's make some energy, Jake, huh?
We want to keep you on the sideline, not the concession line, Kevin.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. On to kicking off, kicking from left to right as you see it on YourLiveEvent.com. Nicholas Thompson has it teed up, and line drive picked up in the back there by Zyler Carlson. He's got a big hole as he tries to turn on the Jets. Gets it up to the 45, spun around, finally brought down just shy of the 50-yard line at about the 48-49 as they're going to mark him here to start the game. And good spot to start the first drive of the ball game for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
Yeah, looking for some explosivity. I don't know. They're looking to make a big splash right out of the gates, and certainly a nice kick return. That does help set the tone. So we'll see now what happens on 1st down and 10 for the Spartans with the offense out against the Richland Colts in the powder blue and the white uniforms, the old Charger look here with the Colts.
Tyler Carlson will start as that'll be Jack Thompson out wide as a wide receiver. He comes in motion. Tyler Carlson, Cody Reamer, the split backs, pitches to Reamer, going to the right side, trying to get around the edge. Fly is there on the edge and doesn't give him up as he's able to grab him around the waist, drag him down. Reamer can't get away, does get back up to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that first play.
Theodore, don't we call him Teddy Flaw? That was a nice defensive play there, taking away the outside edge, and Reamer not an easy guy to bring down. So great open field tackle made by Flaw to start things off for the Colts defense as the Spartans on 1st down try to catch it to the outside, go to the top of the screen there with their mean kind of a bell cow running back in Reamer.
Jack Thompson comes out, Braden Mitchell comes in, he's wide receiver, left side, bottom of your screen. Split backs behind Owen Zerfus, he turns hands off, right side, Cody Reamer lowers the shoulder, keeps the feet moving, runs through one, ball pops loose though, and I think Richland jumped on down at the 39.
Flag down on the field too, absolutely. Reamer was going through, had the ball in one hand, which is not uncommon, but gave up one hand as tackler was coming in to poke the ball free, and then went and grabbed the football right out. So it was great defense. Got to have better ball control.
Yeah, we're going to have to sort this out. Officials here, they will say Richland ball. Richland ball, so I don't know. I don't see any flag here.
I don't know if the flag came out, and I'm trying to see too, Jake. The flag might have come out when he was trying to pick out, the official maybe was trying to take out the coin or the other item that they throw to signify the fumble. So that may have been the deal. In the end, Richland forcing a turnover and really taking over momentum right out of the gates.
Yeah, 11:05 to go in this first quarter. Ball will be at the Richland 40. Trips receivers to the right side. We're going to spread it out right away. 3 down linemen. Got 2 receivers left side as well. 5 wide here for quarterback Colton Mickelson. He'll take the snap, and he's just going to look to run. Dalton Stein, though, on the edge, says, "You're not going to run by me." Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page defense had trouble with that quarterback power last week. Not in this one, as the homecoming king for Finley-Sharon, Dalton Stein, he brings him down for a loss of 3.
That was great defensive play and good read of the quarterback that time, and got off the line of scrimmage. So Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page did not allow Richland to get a line of scrimmage established as they were trying to stretch it outside right out of the gates. Great play by Stein. 2nd down.
Colton Mickelson will lead the team back up to the line of scrimmage. Tanner Zander, Teddy Flaw, the ends, the wings, Wolfkuhl, Nick Thompson, your running backs. It will be Thompson dotting the I formation. They send a man in motion, and
there's some legal procedure there, Jake. A couple guys wanted to go in motion at the same time. That's not the Arena League. We can't do that.
Yeah, had guys on the Spartan side saying, whoa, hey, what's going on? And then the flag comes out here, so it should be the 5-yard legal procedure. I don't believe they called for a shift or anything like that. They did. It comes set and everything, so it should be, but long conversation there to do an illegal procedure, but that is the penalty call. Marking back 5 yards, brings up a 2nd and 18. Rest of the offense here for Richland. Michael Hopping, Thomas Zander, Caden Carlson, Wade Gorder on the offensive end here for Richland. For Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, got Landon Koenig, Hayden Hushka, William Erickson, Dalton Stein on that defensive line. Cody Reamer, Owen Zerfus, Zyler Carlson, Braden Mitchell, and Jack Thompson, the linebackers and defensive backs.
Flag out again, same scenario here.
Yeah, they're trying to motion guys out, try and move the defense around, get them off guard, but something not working right early on, and back-to-back procedure penalties puts them back now in a big hole. Now will be 2nd and about 23.
This is the first officiating crew that we've had in the first, now this is week 5 of the season for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartan football. First officiating crew that doesn't have, the headsets and kind of two-way radios for conversation. Now they're going to pick up the flag. So we're going to see a lot more. I think we're going to see lengthy, because these guys got to get together to make communication, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But first crew that I've seen here on the field, Jake, that doesn't have the two-way radios.
Yeah, so they pick up that flag. Still stays at 2nd and 18. 10-18 to go in this first quarter. After Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page fumbled on their second play of the game, they had just crossed the 50, and Richland on their first play went backwards, and other than a penalty, second penalty was picked up, and now they come out, break the huddle on 2nd and 18. 5 wide, 3 to the top of the screen on the left side of quarterback Mickelson, 2 to the right side. Snap comes back to pass, looking to scramble inside, good pocket control, but he gets away, and then finally planted and brought down. Braden Mitchell will make the tackle up ahead to the 41-yard line. So a gain of 10 will get him back to the original line of scrimmage and bring up a long 3rd down.
Got to give Mitchell great credit. Good, clean form tackle right in the middle from his linebacker's spot. He was ready, in position, had good form, made a good solid leg tackle there, and nice 2-arm takedown, Jake, or 2-leg takedown, should say, if we're talking wrestling.
That's right, but
we're talking football.
Yeah, and 3rd down, a problem area for Richland here, or I should say long distances. Passing game, Mickelson just 7 of 36 for 64 yards through 3 games on the year. He comes out 5 wide. Here comes a 3-man rush, and then you got a Reamer and a spy from the linebacker spot, looking right side, intended for Teddy Flaw, incomplete, off the mark, and brings up 4th down.
And there's a play where just 3 down linemen, and you said split everybody else out, and there was really no pressure to the quarterback. His pocket was set up nice and established, and that's part of the conversation of the size. Richland does own the size on the line of scrimmage, and they utilized it that time, but just unable to make a connection. 4th down.
Punter will be Tanner Zanders. A snap comes back. Right-footed kick nearly gets blocked by Hushka, and it's over here. Carlson will pick it up, and he planted right away. And coming up, Colton Mickelson, he lays the hit right away. Carlson holds on to it, though, and it will be now possession for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page after they force the 3-and-out.
Now, tackle looked high, but it was shoulder pad, but what a pop it was there. And Colton Mickelson's going to make he's going to definitely give Zyler Carlson something to think about next time he goes back to retrieve a punt.
Zyler Carlson will be split out wide in the slot to the left side of Owen Zerfus, the quarterback. Another receiver over there is Thompson. Zerfus going to keep it on himself. Quarterback power around the right side, looking to bounce it around to the edge. Stops, tries to cut back. No room there. Good defense on that edge. Out there had Flaw and out there to keep him in line. Just a 2-yard carry.
Nice job by, again, Richland kind of doing a nice job there, Jake, of protecting the outside edge and owning that. And Flaw is going to be kind of a key factor here as the Spartans want to try to get to the outside. Not really, first couple of handoffs, first couple of offensive plays here today prior to the turnover. They just haven't really tried to establish anything inside. They're going to the outside right out of the gates.
Braden Mitchell, wingback right side. will be Cody Reamer, fullback, Zyler Carlson, the tailback. Oh, the I formation set. They give it to Mitchell on the counter play here to the wingback, and he breaks it outside, throws a stiff arm, then tries to stiff arm his way past Xander, but can't do it, but he does get all the way across the 50 to the 45. Big gain on the play of 23 yards.
That's great play. Mitchell, good vision, but huge block set up on that left side. Try to do a little bit more, like you say, with a counter. Give a few of the fakes, and maybe this is the Spartans' way of trying to get around some of the size that Richland brings there in the middle of the line of scrimmage.
First down of the ball game. Now Brooks Braun enters as a fullback in the wishbone formation. Turn, they'll give it to Zyler Carlson, right side, hit in the backfield. Caden Carlson, 6'3", 210-pound sophomore. Big kid, still just in 10th grade, and he makes a stop there for no gain.
Yeah, I had to look twice as a sophomore. That kid is a large sophomore. Has a ton of size, has a lot of growth potential still, too. Very nice body on the outside as a lineman. You talk about both Caden Carlson at 6'3", 210, and then on the other side of the line, Thomas Xander at 6'3", 230. Pretty good bookends on the three-man front.
Yeah, not bad for nine-man football. Then in the middle, you bring down a 6', 245 junior Nick Thompson. Here's a turn. Zerfus gives to Reamer, loses the ball, jumps back on, I think, at the 45. Officials will say it is, yes, their ball. No gain there for Reamer, but second of time that he's had some ball control issues here in this first quarter.
Significant issues that way. If it's not penalties, turnovers, and so got to be able to hold on to the football. In this case, for Reamer and for the Spartans holding on to the football, but now a 3rd and long here with 7 minutes to play first quarter, no score.
Come up to the line. Tight end on the right side, top of your screen will be Landon Koenig, Dalton Stein down left side. Zerfus back to pass. He's looking, rolling out, gets a block from Carlson. Now he slips, loses the footing, and down immediately back at the 45. So a loss of 10 on the, I guess technically the sack there for the Richland defense.
Yeah, so in this case, it's very much like the Michael Strahan record sack of Brett Favre, right?
Oh, yeah.
Slip down. I didn't, and now obviously when the sun's going down, which it is, we may see some dew settling in and things of that nature. It does tend to get a little bit slippery, but field conditions are not warranted slippery. So that's just the good old-fashioned slip. And unfortunate timing, putting it a 4th and 20.
Landon Koenig back in punt formation. We got early movement. Both sides moved. Did the defense cause the offense to jump? No, the offense jumps. Their first penalty for 5 yards for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. And
got a very fired up Coach Fontaine here on the sidelines, Jake. He's actually coming out on the field here for some conversation with his teammates here. He's giving Reamer a reaming.
Well, yeah, it's been a tough start for Cody Reamer there. A couple of fumbles and then the jumping early here on the punt. Now here's Koenig back here from the 40-yard line. Nearly blocked. Good punt. Angles it away from the returner, Mickelson. It will bounce, but bounce back here towards the Richland side. Then Stein says, oh, no, it bounces the other way. Just tries to flip it back behind him there, but unable to do so. So it will be Richland Colt football at their own 38-yard line. 6:02 to go in this first half.
Yeah, some chippiness out there too, Jake. Thomas Xander and Andrew Corey. They got into a little bit of a mix there at midfield. A couple of physical players getting after it a little bit, and we may have that tonight, especially if frustrations start popping up for either team. Spartans right now are experiencing that.
Well, and just two guys that are going to see a lot of each other tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good battle.
Hey, man, a good battle, no doubt.
Yeah. From the 38-yard line, Richland will have I formation, receiver flaw to the right side. Turn, Mickelson will give to the tailback, and that will be Thompson. Nick Thompson will run into Cody Reamer, Owen Zerfus. They bring him down after a gain of 3 up to the 41.
And Cody Reamer that time, Jake, he was an aggressor. And you go a couple of plays, some frustration started settling in, and all of a sudden he comes back out, and I think Coach had a little talking to him, telling him, hey, let's get out and get after it. Popping off right there and getting the pads to pop and getting some voices more active here on the sideline. Starting to get a little more energetic, but there's a lot of tension here tonight in Hope.
And it will be I formation. Tight ends each side of the formation. Fullback is Wolfkuhl. He'll be blocking for Thompson, the tailback, and he's dragging people with him. He gets a nice block downfield there from Thomas Xander. and then drags 3 Spartans with them up ahead to the 45, sets them up now a 3rd and 3.
All right, defense is going to have to tighten up here for the Spartans. Meanwhile, just going to have to pound and ground here for the Richland Colts. They've done some spread out here, and you know, Coach Moline mentioned to us in the pregame too, Jake, they're going to be a ground and pound type team, so maybe they need to get back to that and let things settle in here as we're well past the midway point of the first quarter.
Teddy Flaw, the wide receiver, right side, I formation. Mickelson under center. He'll turn. He'll hand it off in the backfield. Thompson trying to get away, then lowers his shoulder, gets some forward momentum, but where are they going to? They're going to mark him back short of the first down marker. Say he just got a yard on the play. I'd give him a 2 yards there. Brings up a fourth and 2.
Good tackle. Cody Reamer, the aggressor again. Owen Zerfus also in the mix that time. So what will Richland do? And a team that's searching for their first win, and they've got Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page in a spot where if you get a first down here, extend it, you never know. Momentum it could just completely go on the side of the Colts. So you want to try to go after it. I'm not surprised here. They're going to go for it.
Early game, big play here. I formation, 4th and 2, just shy of midfield. Mickelson will keep it himself, and he will reach forward with the football. And from the bottom of your screen, the official coming in, I think he might give it to him. Did see him reach out. Official's angle better than mine, but where are they going to officially spot? We might have a measurement coming up.
They're going by the top of the screen official, and that's going to benefit the Spartans. And, Jake, the first guy there was Owen Zerfus. Made great contact. It was a huge play on the quarterback. Owen got in and kind of busted through the hole and made contact and pushed back. And I think that was kind of just the camel there, because then there was just nowhere to get around Owen. Nice job, and official spotted it pretty nice on this open side. He was unevaded there. There was no blocking him.
Starting from the Richland 47, Owen Zerfus gives off to the fullback Reamer. He runs into the back of his own blocker and then gets spun around back. Actually, they give him a loss of 1 on the play.
This is a very hungry group of boys out here in Richland, Jake. They don't want to have anything coming in the middle, and anytime they're making a play, they're getting fired up. So, I tell you what, there's tension. You talked about atmosphere at kickoff. There wasn't much. There's starting to pick up here at 3:20 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, once you get those pads popping a little bit, start to feel some hits, you get a little juiced up.
I think there might be some jawing out there, too. A couple of words being shared between the young boys.
I'm sure. All polite, I'm sure.
Nice.
Inverted wishbone formation. They'll turn, give off to Cody Reamer. Starts right, tries to cut back left. That time as Nick Thompson on that D-line just stonewalling the offensive line, couldn't get any push. He tried to cut back where there might have been a hole, but cleaned up and no yards. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
A lot of noise coming from Richland on plays, Jake. They've got 5 guys with street clothes on the sidelines. They've got 3 guys in pads on the sidelines and probably 17 fans. But there's a lot of noise being made when they make a play.
Zyler Carlson, Jack Thompson split wide as twins to the top of your screen. Owen Zerfus in the shotgun set. Cody Reamer to his left side. Back to pass, looking to set up a screen. Caught to Reamer. He's got blockers in green. He looks to get out. Big William Erickson gives him a block there, and he races up ahead to the 25-yard line where he's spun out by Colton Mickelson. And a big first down, but flags in the backfield. Hold up, flags back where the ball was caught. We'll see what the officials say. Multiple flags out, in fact.
Yeah, Andrew Corey got in the mix, and it's going to be a chop block.
So the low block, and we'll see where they're going to mark it back to. Will stay 3rd down here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Looks like they're marking it back from about the 47-yard line.
I'd have to see the play back on video. I looked up when I saw flags flying, and then I saw Corey arms out, and he was getting in a mix with somebody. And again, it's what it happens when you're out trying to lay a block out in Screenville there. And, well, penalty is the call, so going to have to find a way. 3rd and 20.
Braden Mitchell and Cody Reamer split to the left side. Zyler Carlson in the backfield. Owen Zerfus, he's being chased. He's looking to throw, dumps it off to Carlson in the backfield. He's got to make some man miss. Makes one miss, but then the defense closes in on him. He does get up to the 44, so completed pass, but no yards on the gain. Brings up another 4th down. And 4th and, 10, 15, about 18.
Well, through the first 10 minutes of the football game, goals for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, hold on to the football, no penalties, set the tone at the line of scrimmage, and right now they're struggling in all those categories, so they're hopeful that they can flip the script at some point.
Lyman Koenig in punt formation. Colton Mickelson back deep for Richland. Snap back, rush comes. Good pickup by Zerfus there as the up back. Ball comes up nearly, gets really close to Tanner Zander. Spartans jump on top of it, and are they going to say it was touched or if it was down?
Yeah, it was touched here by Zyler Carlson.
That's
and then
kind of what I was thinking too.
And then the officials didn't blow the whistle.
Yeah, that.
So then Hayden Hushka goes after the football, because then at the time, then there was someone from Richland that looked like they may have come in contact. So it looked like maybe someone needed to blow a whistle and didn't.
Well, it will end up being Richland football, so they will start their third drive so far, a punt and internal rundowns. 1:34 to go in this first quarter. Ball on the Richland 29-yard line. Here is both teams' offense at a premium early on. High formation for Mickelson. So they'll bring an extra tight end, 2 tight ends on the right side of the formation. They'll hand off in the backfield. Owen Zerfus comes up, though, plants Nick Thompson in the backfield, and he'll lose a yard.
Slow to get up here, Jake, for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page is Brooks Braun, and that's one of the, well, you don't want to see anybody injured. There's already enough on the street clothes on the sidelines for the Spartans, but Brooks Braun, someone who had battled through injury, I believe, in Larimore, if I'm not mistaken,
got nicked
right?
up in Larimore, missed the Tri-State game, came back into the rotation last week against Mayport CG. Looking like maybe a cramp or something as he was kind of holding that leg and helped up. Walking off mostly under his own power, a little bit of help there from coach and the trainer, but looks like they'll take a look at him and hopefully everything's okay. He's just a freshman, but he's played well when he's been in the game so far this year.
He's got a good build, too. He's tough. He looks like a football player, and that's something he's got going for him. Plus, he's got a good football mind, too. So it's been fun to kind of get to learn him and get to know him a little bit, too. But, so hopefully that doesn't hamper for much longer, and he can get back out and play. Owen Zerfus has been playing real nice defense here, Jake. He's been coming up and making plays. Certainly as a senior, doesn't want to have anything hamper a potential playoff run. So they want to come out and make every play he can.
Shotgun set, 2 tight ends right side of the offensive line, and they're going to go with the quarterback, or the direct snap to the running back. The running back that time. Nick Wolfkuhl, he'll take it forward on the power run to the right side there. He does get 2 on his first carry of the game, but sets up a 3rd and 8. Actually give him 3, 3rd and 7.
I fooled Cody Reamer right out of the gates. Reamer went after the ball, watched the ball, and then was anticipating that it went up to the quarterback, but no, it went to Wolfkuhl that time. So direct snap, play that Richland will mix in on their rotation and gain them 3 yards, and we've got 35 seconds left this first quarter.
Richland will come up. Again, 2 tight ends, the right side of the offensive line. Split backs behind Mickelson. He'll be back, dropping back, looking to pass. He's going to throw it deep down the right sideline, and I can't see down there, Kevin. Was it caught?
He hauled it in. Absolutely he did. Unbelievable catch.
Right in the blind spot for me. Take us through it.
Teddy Flaw flying out, fly route, right side, and good coverage supplied by the Spartans, but the ball was thrown just, in a spot that Flaw was the only one who was going to catch it. It was either going to be overthrown or in Flaw's hands. He goes out with a hand and is able to haul it in with 2 hands, and then he kind of spins as he's going down, falls on his back, and while he does that, the ball transitions in just to his right hand, and he hangs on. What a catch by Flaw on an athletic play.
We'll see if we can get a playoff before the end of the quarter. We do not. Snap just a fraction of the second after the after the clock hit 0. So the big play right before the end of the first quarter. We go into the quarter number 2. We're scoreless on your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard. 0-0 between Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page and Richland on yourliveevent.com.
We know agriculture, and we know ag lending. Citizen State Bank has competitive rates, and you can get the best loan to keep your farm running smooth. Whether it's land, crops, livestock, or machinery, Citizen State Bank has lenders to help you find the best loan with the best rate in Findlay, Cooperstown, and Northwood. For more information, visit us online at csbfinley.com. Member FDIC.
Pioneer, tailored for your farm, delivering success. With decades of research, Pioneer has the genetics, tools, and local testing capabilities to deliver the most diverse and consistent seed for your farm needs. Work with Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton in Hope, your local Pioneer team, to evaluate your needs and select the best varieties with the right herbicide-tolerant trait for your farm. With the science behind Pioneer products and the local service, you get success from your crop yields. Good luck to the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page team from your local Pioneer seed representatives, Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton of Hope.
After a scoreless first quarter of play that ended with a big pass play from Colton Mickelson to Teddy Flaw, 37 yards and a first down, sets Richland up on 1st and 10 inside the Spartan 30 at the 29-yard line to start things off here in quarter number 2. Richland will come up to the line of scrimmage. Colton Mickelson's your quarterback. Here with the running backs of Nick Wolfkill, Nick Thompson, Nick and Nick in the backfield. On 1st and 10, they'll turn pitch play to the left side going to Thompson. He'll put a stiff arm on Koenig trying to get around the outside edge and takes 3 defenders as Braden Mitchell, Cody Reamer, Landon Koenig track him down up at the 26-yard line, gain of 3.
Thompson was just a little bit faster. He would be one really tough guy to get to. The Spartans are able to get 2-3 guys there to help bring him down. He is definitely a chore to bring down with his size and physicality, but credit Koenig, first guy there.
Send out the receiver, Teddy Flaw, out to the right side, top of the screen formation, as Richland now going from our right to our left as we watch it on yourliveevent.com. Run the pitch play outside that time. Thompson cut back inside after Dalton Stein stopped the outside edge. Good contain. Brought back here and back up to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Zyler Carlson then going in on the backside of it to wrap up around the legs and take out Thompson's wheels that time. So good quality defense, and it started with Stein and his kind of, like you say, control on that edge on that left side or top of the screen.
Yeah, defensive ends here with Koenig and Stein for the Spartan defense. That's your job in that 4-3 defense. You got to make sure you don't give up that edge there so your linebackers can pursue. Shotgun set for Mickelson. Backs on each side of him with Thompson and Wolfkill. Back to pass, looking, going down deep to the right side, and miscommunication maybe, or leveled off the route too early. Either way, it's an incomplete pass, brings up 4th down.
Kind of fell in no man's land. A couple of Colts in the area, but neither looking for the football at the right times, and it wasn't there. It was kind of in no man's land, landing in between the two. So, yes, in this case, now 4th down, it's manageable since they're at the Spartan 28-yard line. 4th and 8, they need to get a good chunk of yards, and they have the ability through the air. They have the athletes, they have the arm of the quarterback. It's just a matter of making that connection, which, Jake, as you mentioned earlier with the stats, it's not been their bread and butter for sure.
Not so far this year, as just 105 total passing yards through 3 games for the Colts. From the shotgun set, 2 backs in the backfield. Early movement. Flags come out, and this should mark them back. It will be false start, second penalty, totaling 10 yards on the Colts. And not any down, you want to see the flags on the field, but 4th down, don't want to make it more difficult for yourself.
Certainly don't, and neither team is helping themselves out that way here in this football game.
Yeah, we've seen the big screen play for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page that got called back because of a penalty on their last drive. And now, well, actually, the first drive started off with a couple penalties for Richland. One was picked up, though.
Right.
Yeah. So back up to the line of scrimmage. Watch the right side, the 6'3" tight end, the sophomore Tanner Zander. Here out there with Teddy Flaw on that side as well, too. It's a 2-man route, just Zander and Flaw. Going to chuck it deep as he's hit and back end. Intercepted in the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone by Jack Thompson. He gets his 2nd pick of the year, and it will be officially an interception and a turnover to end the drive.
That gets some smiles here, too. Great catch, great interception, great coverage by the Spartans, and taking a chance there, too. But, yeah, take it out to the 20 here, guys. Touchback situation. Don't get that too frequently. Haven't had it happen at all this season. So here they go. Ball will be at the 20, and you take one away. In this case, Jake, it's like a punt, right? It's either going to score a touchdown or it's going to be the football in the hands of the Spartans. So not the end of the world with a turnover that time, but something that the Spartans could certainly turn into some positive momentum.
Well, for Richland, you look at it, and shy of a first down or a touchdown, that's the result you want. You get back 8 yards of field position on touchback instead of taking it at the 28. Here the Spartans give it in motion. They give it to Zyler Carlson on the jet sweep. He turns the corner, looking to get around the edge to the 35, and he's pushed out right at the 35. And one play, 15 yards and a first down for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
Not a 15-yarder, and certainly that is something they can build on, taking advantage and taking opportunities there. And nice job. Nice way to get outside and kind of got fooled that time, Jake. It was Colton Mickelson on that far side. He kind of had to readjust himself. I don't know if he over-pursued there for a moment, but he did readjust, and he was able to bring down eventually or push out Carlson. But that was a spot where he just, out of the gates, I don't know, just didn't look like maybe he had the right angle to start.
1st and 10 for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Mitchell starts left, then goes out wide right. Carlson wide left. Shotgun set for Owen Zerfus. Cody Reamer in the backfield sends Carlson in motion, top of the screen to the bottom of the screen. He'll fake the jet sweep. Zerfus will keep it himself off the right side, looking to get around the edge. Stiff arms one defender at the 40 to the 45, down the right sideline, up ahead to the 50, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line. And a first down.
He had to run a long way to get that yardage, but did, and broke off a tackle and created a little bit, like you say. Not sure if something what he saw right out of the gates. You know, Jake, sometimes at a quarterback spot, you get your read, and your first read looked like he just had to just do a complete redirect. And Owen is a very good a player on the field, as someone that can kind of work off the cuff a little bit. He can create.
Having some conversation here between the booth and the officials. Getting on the same page. Here's Zerfus in the shotgun set. He'll send Tyler Carlson in motion. They fake the jet sweep, give it back to Cody Reamer, run right side. He'll work it here against the right sideline, and he is forced down and up to the 45. Gain of 4 on that first down play.
Well, 3-4 yards a crack. That's all right. Run the ball, keep it rolling. You got some positive momentum. You're inside now into Colt territory, so keep it churning.
And the two big plays on that jet sweep motion there, Carlson and Mitchell, both those runs, and seeing a lot of that now. Here's some decoy action for the Spartans as well, as they send Braden Mitchell in motion. They will give it to him going to the left side. He bounces around to the outside, gets a block, cuts back inside, then outside, puts a little shake on the defender, up ahead to the 30 and down to the 26, 27-yard line. Another first down.
That's a lot of effort there by Braden Mitchell, and he zigged and he zagged and he kept his eyes up and kept his legs moving. Good running. Good positive drive right now for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
Looked like a point guard in isolation there, a little in and out there, trying to break some ankles.
Jake, I tell you, man, he was doing everything. He's been watching a lot of the NBA playoffs in the bubble, it looks like.
And he'll get a breather now as Jack Thompson comes in wide left, Zyler Carlson wide right. Zerfus with Reamer to his right side in the shotgun set. Snap over the head, tipped up, grabbed by Zerfus, now just looking to make a play. He's just running with it. He tries to get around the outside to the right side. He does find some room as he works it up here. Looks like just shy of the 20 before he runs out of bounds right at the 20. At the 20, so a gain of 7.
Very nice, again, kind of just needing to improvise a little bit. And, gunslinger mentality, Jake. It's Brett Favre out there. You're going to find your way. Sometimes you just, chuck the pigskin. Other times you got to find a way to get out and make some things happen with your legs, and Owen's done a nice job on this drive of doing that.
Yeah, able to. You got to be an athlete, but you got to keep the composure there too.
That bobbling a snap like that? Yeah, absolutely.
I formation with Carlson behind Reamer. Mitchell out wide left, comes in motion. Here's Zerfus on a quarterback sneak, working up the left side. He does get very close, if not having the first down yardage. We'll see where they mark him.
There's a play there, I think.
Could be short.
If we're watching the game back with the players, coaching staff, I wonder if that wasn't a play that Owen called his own number. Looked like he was the only one knowing that he was going to make that go right out of the gates, because when he took the snap, he was almost ahead of the snap, that type of thing.
Yeah,
but
sometimes you give a little pat to your center and say, here's what we're doing.
Coming this way. And if you just look down, you get up on the under center, you see a gap, as a quarterback. I got the experience of that, in junior high and junior varsity, and you see a gap. It's not difficult in those eyes to make that play until you say hike.
Zerfus under center on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself this time, and he will dive forward. He'll get the first down marker, and then get some more. So he gets all the way down to the 15 for the 3-yard gain and a first down. Move those chains for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They're fourth first down on this drive.
Homecoming King following Homecoming King. Dalton Stein, one of the leads that Zerfus followed that time, and there was some pads popping and helmets crashing there.
8:20 to go in this first half. Still a scoreless game on your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard. Call Chad at 701-866-2972. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, a drive that started back on their own 20. They're now inside the Richland 15-yard line, trying to punch in that first score of the game. Owen Zerfus, jet sweep to Zyler Carlson, weaves in between two, gets away from an arm tackle, and then finally bear hug down to the ground after a 7-yard gain, down to the 7-yard line, cutting that distance to the end zone in half.
Thomas Zander eventually in on the tackle that would bring down the ball carrier for Carlson here, and this is an 80-yard drive that the Spartans are on, right? They want to try to drive to the end zone and get in the scorebook here, and you start at your own 20, but the drive really starts right on the interception in the end zone. So you're trying to go the length of the field, and you're doing so in a pretty good timely fashion, too, with 7.5 to go.
Jack Thompson out wide left, the lone receiver. I formation, Reamer and Carlson. Turn, give the ball to Zyler Carlson. He'll fall up right side, spin out of the tackle, then finally spun down himself into the turf, down to the 6-yard line. Picks up a yard there, brings up third down, and it's a part of the field here, too, where just want to point out, through 4 games this year, the first score in each game has been a Zerfus to Carlson pass. Will that trend continue?
That's a great point. We'll find out, won't we?
Let's find out indeed.
Together.
Yes,
here.
With all of you watching on yourliveevent.com. I formation, Carlson in the backfield. Braden Mitchell, wing back on the right side. Cody Reamer, the fullback here. Zerfus under center, play action, rolls out, looking to pass. He throws to the end zone, and it is caught! Landon Koenig gets the first touchdown of the game for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page as the cannon fires in the background, and the Spartans jump out to the 6-0 lead.
You know what's amazing? I actually was watching the cannon this time, and I saw the bang and the flash, and it still spooked me. But it's good stuff.
A little spooky for you?
Little spooky. I mean, Halloween's just around the corner. But no, the pass aspect, at least, Jake, continues, right? Different target. But, you know, if I'm looking at my my roster of players, and I see Landon Koenig at 6'5", I would say, you know, I'm just going to throw it to him every time. I think I would.
You know, especially down the end zone. Throw it up to him. Let him make a play.
Let him go, put his arms in the air, and make the catch. Nice job.
Let's make a play on the 2-point conversion. Zerfus, he'll give it to Zyler Carlson on a jet sweep, puts up the stiff arm, trying to get around to the outside on that far sideline, and does not make it in. The 2-point conversion is no good, but Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page drives 80 yards, and they do it in just under 4 minutes of game time, and they punch it across the end zone line for the touchdown. 6-0, they lead on your Steel Seed scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Here's a message from Chad Albert, Steel Seed, working the Spartan territory. Every American farmer works hard. It's a given. At Golden Harvest Seed Company, they believe that seed performance should be a given too. They're rooted in genetics, agronomy, and a service to help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put Golden Harvest to work for you. Contact Chad Albert, Steel Seed, 701-866-2972.
Well, after the interception on fourth down, or the touchback, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page drives 80 yards, and they cap it off with an Owen Zerfus to Landon Koenig 7-yard touchdown reception. Koenig's third touchdown receiving, the 9th passing touchdown by Owen Zerfus on the season. The first touchdown today after the 2-point conversion run fails makes it 6-0 on your Steel Seed scoreboard. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page with the lead. They kick off now from left to right. 6:35 to go. First half on yourliveevent.com. Here the kick up here, and again a little dribbler just jumped on and died here at the 37-yard line. There Thomas Zander jumping on it, and that is where Richland will start their 4th drive of the game so far. A punt, a turnover on downs, and an interception on their 3 drives.
And we've seen them make some, the previous drive, very nice athletic catch down the sideline that happened just before the end of the first quarter. So I certainly saw them stretch the field a little bit in the previous drive. See what they start out with here is it's a Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page carrying momentum at the midway point of this second quarter.
Colton Mickelson brings with the line of scrimmage. He'll be under center at the 37-yard line. double tight end, right side of the formation. They'll give in the backfield I formation, this being Nick Thompson. And he's stopped there, tries to find a little bit of gap, dives forward, picks up 2.
Andrew Corey in the mix that time for the tackle on the ball carrier for the Colts is Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, trying to kind of keep everything in between the tackles here. As Richland would like to try to get outside, Jake. We've seen them start to establish some of that, try to get some of their speed to the outside. We'll see if they continue in that trajectory.
On that defense there with Hayden Hushka, Landon Koenig, Braden Mitchell, Owen Zerfus, Cody Reamer, Jack Thompson, Zyler Carlson, Dalton Stein out there for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. As Richland comes to the line of scrimmage, 2 tight ends again on that right side, trying to strong side overpower, get the advantage. Will be Mickelson under center. He'll give to the fullback, and knifing in is Cody Reamer. And just somehow, I don't know how you find positive yardage on that play, but Nick Wolfkuhl plays it cool, and he's able to get it up for a 4-yard gain. He was hit in the backfield, but just kind of, I don't know, put the Vaseline on in the pregame. He slipped out of it and picks up 4 yards.
Now, Reamer got dinged up a little bit. He was grabbing that left hand, left arm there. He was in the mix. Looked like Andrew Corey also was in the mix there on the tackle. But Reamer knifed in and made that first contact, made things really difficult for Wolfkuhl. But you're right. I don't know how he slipped in there, Wolfkuhl. He found a way, though, Jake. He's just sneaky.
Well, let's see what Richland can find a way to do here on 3rd down. 3rd and 4 is what they call it. Just under 5 to go in this first half. Power here with 2 tight ends to the right side. Owen Zerfus comes up, then he backs out. Here's a give underneath. And there the high snap might have helped Richland as the defense crashed in on quarterback Mickelson. And then the fullback Wolfkuhl able to get up, and looks like we're going to have a measurement here for a possible first down.
All right, well.
Maybe. They're going to eyeball it.
Esteemed camera operator. And
yep, now they're calling for the chains.
They're going to bring the chains out. So this is an opportunity for our on-site producer and camera operator here today, Whitney Pittman. She's going to be able to zoom right on in.
Yeah.
Depending on our angle.
Right on that football there. Maybe if, I don't know, Landon might be in the way.
I mean, it's nice. It'd be great to get this beautiful, North Dakota sunset, but more importantly here, we're after
sun's behind the school. Can't see it.
Well, it's setting.
Yep. They'll stretch the chains, and he will be short.
Yeah.
And by about, 4 inches roughly.
I would say 3.5, 3 3/4, something in that range.
I said roughly.
Rough. Yeah, you were rough. Estimate. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the tape measure out.
So 4th down now for Richland. They've gone for it in this part of the field before. I imagine they're going for it again. And this is one where it's just kind of who can get off the line of scrimmage, get a push. Offense, can they fall forward? Defense, can they push them back?
Well, we've seen the procedure penalties happen on both sides. Who knows, too?
That's the other variable.
Are we going to get a long, hard snap count here?
They're coming out of the shotgun set for Mickelson.
Didn't see that coming.
Here's a snap back. They'll give it to Wolfkuhl. And in the backfield, Landon Koenig. He's trying to wrestle him down, but oh my! Wolfkuhl drags him. Koenig came up high, grabbed him around the shoulders, tried to pull him down, but Wolfkuhl kept the feet churning, kept the body moving, gets it up to the 50-yard line, 2 yards and a big first down.
Some grit and determination there by Wolfkuhl to extend. That was a very tensious few moments there. Holy cow! Obviously, Koenig wanted to get things going right out of the gates there too, but Wolfkuhl proven once again a little bit slippery. I didn't expect shotgun set. With the inches thing, I thought maybe he'd be under center, but hey, they got the down.
Surprised you?
It was very surprising. That's why I'm not coaching.
Out to the left side, tight ends and Tanner Zander and Elliot Bido. They'll have the running backs with Wolfkuhl and Thompson. They'll give to Wolfkuhl, and this time he's hit up in the backfield and teamed up to bring him down. As Stein stopped him first, Reamer wrapped him up, then Corey and Zerfus Mitchell got in there as well. There'll be no gain on that play.
Good defense. And now we'll see if the Spartans could carry that over. 3:47 remains in this second quarter. And we got a 2nd down and 10 after no gain on first down. 6-0 Spartans leading the Richland Colts here tonight. Spartans, losers of their last 2, trying to get back above 500. And the Colts are looking for their first win of the season.
That's right, 0-3 for Richland. With the nose of the football on the 50-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends, right side. Big split between the guard and the center on that left side of the offensive line. Here's the drive, pass back, looking to throw, going deep down the right side. Coming back, the pass is caught! Caught again inside the 20. They will mark him down at the, I believe, the 16-yard line. That is where they'll mark him down. And Teddy Flaw, no flaws in that pass game so far. 2 big receptions.
First off, you're digging deep. Second off, you're darn right. Kid's made some incredible catches. 2 of them, that was absolutely a thing of beauty because he was covered like butter on bread by Jack Thompson. Great coverage. Better catch.
I'm digging deep. 1st and 10 after we come back from the timeout. 3:11 to go in this first half. 6-0 Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page with lead on your Steel Seed scoreboard.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
Welcome back to Hope. And second quarter, 3:11 to go between Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page and Richland. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading 6-0 as they went 80 yards on their last drive, but now a big catch of 36 yards for Richland puts them 1st and 10 from the Spartans 16, looking to tie things up, possibly take advantage here as doing some shuffling on the offensive line. Who's lining up where? Finally gets set, now I formation. Mickelson under center. He'll turn, give the pitch off left side, trying to get around the edge. Braden Mitchell comes up, lowers the holder into the hip that time of the running back, Nick Wolfgool.
Flag on the backside of the play. We're going to get a hold, Jake.
We have a hold on the offense, going to mark it back, and penalties in this part of the field is what killed them last time they were down here.
Well, you get inside the red zone, you got to make your hay. And obviously, this is not the way that Richland would have liked to have drawn it up after having a big-time play that was made on the, the big catch and pitch and catch there, right, to a flaw. And, you don't want to see this the way you start that the next play.
Make hay with big-time plays, or else you're going to pay. What do you say?
It's harvest season. That's it, man. That's all.
We'll be marked back just inside the 25-yard line. So got to get it down to, where's that marker? Is that on the 6-yard line?
What's that?
The first down marker?
Oh, 6.5, 7-yard line. Absolutely.
So 1st and 19 for Richland. Mickelson in a shotgun set, shuffling around the offensive line. Here they go with the tight ends on each side of the formation. Receivers flaw out to the right side. 2-man route. Look that way again on the out route right side, and gets caught. Getting free. Diving, can't get into the end zone, but inside the 5. As Flaw made the catch, Carlson tried to undercut it, but timing was just off. Couldn't get there, and Flaw brings it down to the 4-yard line of gain of 21 and a 1st and goal.
What a great catch again. Kid is just, he's got, I don't know, stick him on those gloves because he's putting the mitts up and he's bringing it down. So keep feeding him. It's working.
So 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Again, Richland came into this game with 105 yards passing.
That's
Teddy
changed.
Flaw has 92 yards receiving in the first half.
Yeah, that's a change. But hey, keep going. If it's working, it's working.
On 3 of 5 passing, too.
Oh, different positions here. We got, look at the backfield.
So the quarterback's in the backfield. As they send Mickelson wide left, they run him all the way over to the right side in motion. They're going to give it to Nick Thompson in the backfield. He'll dive forward, be up short of the goal line, just about a half a yard short. He'll pick up 2, 2nd and goal. That time, the little Wildcat formation.
Yeah, Thompson, the quarterback, in the backfield, basically, or running back in the quarterback spot, called it in, and a little trickeration there, and you got to be ready for that, something that definitely Spartans saw in film, but still, then you talk about direct snap going to Nick Thompson and his size running up the gut. It's he's a tough guy to bring down, but here's a big stand. See if the Spartans can put up the red wall.
Minute 32 left in the first half as they come to the line of scrimmage. Mickelson will be back in the quarterback spot here with the shotgun set. Backs to each side of him. He'll take the snap, fake the give inside, then keeping himself around the outside. Defense flows, and it's a loss on the play. Put him back the other way, all the way back to, all the way I say, but back to the 2-yard line. And now we'll bring up 3rd and goal, 1:10 left to go in the first half.
I was worried about the potential there. Something I saw, I'm on the top of the screen here, right, great view of the play. I was worried that official was going to throw a face mask. because Dalton Stein had a hand up high, but it was incidental, and it was, very brief. It was just something, there's obviously no impact on the play, but just got his hand up high. I was worried there were going to be a flag. No flag.
3rd and goal from the 2. 45 seconds left before halftime. Mickelson will keep it on a quarterback give. He will be no, he gets in. The far side official coming in saying he's in.
I don't know how he never crossed the line. Wow.
They say he's in. So the official on the far sideline came in saying touchdown.
When he didn't have a view of it, I'm sorry. He didn't have a view of it. Near side guy over here should have been calling it.
So the score to make it even here now for the 2-point conversion.
The ball and the body did not go in the end zone.
Yeah, a bit of a diamond set over to the right side. They're going to throw it up in the air, and incomplete pass. The pass will fail with 37 seconds left before halftime. And it's 6-6 on your Steel Seed scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Another new recent trade at Norman County Implement, 32-foot Summers disc chisel, one owner machine, priced at $32,000. Talk with Chuck O'Neill on this 32-foot Summers disc chisel, priced at $32,000. Also a 44-foot Summers disc, excellent condition, priced at $29,000. 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570, save $80,000 on this price now from Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business.
A 5-minute, 58-second drive that went 63 yards, 2 big pass plays, completions of Colton Mickelson to Teddy Flaw of 36 and 21 on the drive. Put him on the doorstep, and Mickelson gets in from 2 yards out on a quarterback keeper. 37 seconds left before halftime. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page ready to receive this kickoff. They do have all 3 timeouts left. We'll see what they can do after Nick Thompson will kick things off for Richland, kicking from right to left here as we watch it on yourliveevent.com.
And the Spartans got to put that behind him. That's an unfortunate scenario that was ruled a touchdown. But, hey, can't control that, Jake. Got to play the game, right?
Cody Reamer picks it up on a hop, comes up right side, gets free. Now he's racing down the right sideline, and he's going to be pushed out across the 50. And it'll be a spot here with 31 seconds and 3 timeouts. Good field position to try and sneak one in before the half.
Well, yeah, opportunities and timeouts. That's the thing. I was curious. I didn't know if Richland was going to need to use any timeouts. And obviously score when they did, but they let the clock run down. I mean, they were not. Maybe coach maybe wasn't too concerned. Let's get her going. But yeah, 2 timeouts, 3 timeouts, all of them left here for the Spartans.
They'll start inside the 50 at the Richland 49. Owen Zerf is the quarterback in the shotgun set. Sends Zyler Carlson right side to left side in motion. Snap back, looking to pass, sets up a screen right side to Cody Reamer. He's caught. He'll be chased down the right sideline and trying to get out, and it will be a timeout called here after a short gain of 4 yards on the screen pass. Here's we'll keep it right here for this timeout with 23 seconds left before halftime. Cody Reamer gets his first catch here today. Had the big one earlier, but was called back because of the penalty. And what an opportunity here for both teams. Richland, you just scored, and you have the option to get the ball to start the second half. Meanwhile, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, you got to stem that tide, get some momentum going back your way.
Yeah, and you're going to be kicking the ball away too. If I'm not mistaken, Richland will be receiving the second half kickoff. So Spartans need to take advantage, and they can stretch the field. We've seen it throughout the season. So see if they can pull a rabbit out of the hat here before halftime. But really unfortunate, not one to pick on things. Officials are going to see things right. They're going to make mistakes, whatever. We know that. Unfortunately, Richland did not score a touchdown there that was ruled a touchdown. They did not get in the end zone. But obviously, the Spartans are moving beyond that. You could be on the sidelines like me and sit and talk about it all day long. Doesn't matter. It's unfortunate. So hopefully it's, doesn't play the major change in this game because it was an unfortunate call, but that does happen in football games or any sport. So we move along.
Spartans are going to line up Landon Koenig out wide left. Braden Mitchell take his spot as the right tight end. Zyler Carlson will be a wide receiver on the right side. Defense playing well off the receivers. Looking outside. Zerf is going to roll. Going to chuck it deep, saying, go get it, and he's going to overthrow. His intended receiver, Koenig. Looked like he wanted Koenig to go up the field. Landon was kind of hanging on an out route saying, hey, let's Let's take the 10. I'll get out of bounds here, and we'll line up again as it is 15 seconds left on the game clock before halftime. 3rd and 5 from the 45-yard line, right hash for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
And meanwhile, Dalton Stein had a nice little pancake block there on Thomas Zander that really allowed quarterback Zerfus to get some space, but again, Zerfus still under quite a bit of pressure. So from that standpoint, sent it up, just was not anywhere near the intended target.
Spartans come up. Koenig back at a tight end on the right side. Here as they put Jack Thompson, the tailback, here with Zerfus under center. They're going to give it around to Zyler Carlson, right side. He'll take it on the end around, looking down the right sideline, and he's forced out of bounds here with 10 seconds left. Does get the first down up to the 38-yard line, gain of 7.
He got about 2 more plays. I feel pretty comfortable saying there's maybe 2 more plays.
Yep. If you a quick out or something like that to get down, and you still got the 2 timeouts to the middle of the field in play, but if you catch it, get down and call the timeout.
Yep. Coming up halftime, it'll be extended halftime. Get some homecoming recognition for the Hope-Page and Finley-Sharon schools this week, including Zerfus, Owen Zerfus, the quarterback, and Dalton Stein, tight end. They were both the crowned homecoming kings this week at their respective school, and now a timeout by the Spartans.
Well, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page didn't like the look there. They'll talk about it. We'll come back here for the final 10 seconds of the first half. 6-6 the score on your Steel Seat scoreboard as we approach halftime on yourliveevent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
10 seconds left in the first half. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page with the football in a tie game, 6-6. We were scoreless at the end of the first. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page trying to make sure we don't stay tied going into halftime. Zyler Carlson out wide to the left side. Here with Owen Zerfus under center. He's going to look back to pass. Looking, being rushed. Gets away from one blocker. Now he's looking near down to the right side. He's going to keep himself 2 seconds left as he goes out. 1 second left on the clock.
Yep.
They will stop it, and it will be a chance here for throw it deep. Let's see what we can drop in the huddle. They're going to take a timeout. We'll stick with you here for this timeout and get you ready for the last play, barring penalty of the first half.
And there, the Spartans are at the benefit of the hometown clock operator. You come down to those last couple seconds, and it was like, I think we can maybe quickly stop it. Yep, we'll make it work. And no, that's picking on him at the same time. It's an accurate statement. You see him going out. Let's see if we can't find a way to extend it by a second. One more play. Evading the pressure, Owen Zerfus had to do everything he could to get out of the way that time. He was feeling it from all sides, but he's elusive, that's for sure.
Well, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page go back early in the season, had some big pass plays. Week 1, you had Dalton Stein with the 41-yard catch and run. You had, against Larimore, you had big pass completions to Zyler Carlson, to Landon Koenig for touchdowns, both over 50 yards. So we'll see what they got here as the Spartans come out. Owen Zerfus will line up, Landon Koenig and Zyler Carlson left side. Braden Mitchell is a tight end right side. Dalton Stein tight end on the left side of the line. Cody Reamer in the backfield. Zerfus from the shotgun set. The snap goes off his shoulder pad, bounces around, picks it up on the run, and he's just going to chuck it deep left side. It's going to be picked off by Mickelson, but he's going to be tackled right away. But down on the field, Owen Zerfus,
he got
hard. Twisted up and hit hard, and he's looking like he's able to get up, but he certainly took a shot.
Oh, my gosh, yeah, he did. Thomas Zander there, and it was a big collision, that's for sure.
So an interception there at the end of the half. Second turnover of the first half, but an inconsequential one in the grand scheme of things there. As we will head to halftime, we'll have Coach join us on the field here as Kevin Kochman tracks down Coach Fontaine for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page with our halftime coach's comments.
All right, Jake, I appreciate that. Coach, hey, first half, a wild one, to say the very least. Physical football game. Guys are hanging in there.
Yeah, we knew that what we talked about before. We knew they were bigger than us. We knew they were going to give us a game. We need to score. I mean, we need to not turn the ball over. We need big plays. We need to cut. I mean, it's stuff we know. It's stuff we know that they're going to do, and the kids just have to execute. We knew they're throwing to 5. We just they got to execute. We just got to figure it out. We'll go and talk about it, and we'll come in. We have to play a better second half. If we don't, we're going to lose. So we'll get them going.
All right, Coach. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go. It's Larry Fontaine, head coach of Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page after a very physical first half of football here in Hope.
All right, thanks, Kevin. We'll check back with you on the field momentarily when we come back. It is halftime in Hope. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, Richland. We're tied at 6 on your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard. Call Chad at 701-866-2972. This is your halftime report from Christian Brothers Auto Group on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. 0% interest, 0 payments for 120 days on all precision planting equipment. Save your cash flow. Book your planter upgrades today with an additional 20% discount on shop labor and trucking. Pay this year or next. No payments, no interest for 120 days on approved credit. Call RDK Enterprises 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
At halftime in Hope, with the homecoming royalties being announced for the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Queens Marissa Mitchell and Molly Beckman for Hope-Page and Finley-Sharon, respectively. The Hope-Page King, Owen Zerfas, Finley-Sharon King, Dalton Stein for the homecoming royalty of 2020 for Finley-Sharon and Hope-Page. Well, at the half, it's a tight one here with 6-6 our score. Their team much outside of one long drive for each of them. First quarter went scoreless. Neither team get anything going, and then was a 3-minute 47-second drive by Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page that went 80 yards. And big play there being a Braden Mitchell, a 20-yard run. And also a 18-yard run from Owen Zerfas to cover a lot of ground on that drive. And they capped off with a Owen Zerfas to Landon Koenig 7-yard touchdown pitch and catch. It would be no good on the 2-point attempt. The run would fail. 6-0, it would be the lead for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. But short-lived lead, as on the next possession, Richland, they go with a 5-minute 58-second drive. Yep, 5:58, just under 6 minutes there in that drive as they go 63 yards. Big pass plays being Teddy Flaw, 2 receptions of 36 and 21 on that drive. Puts them on the line, and a 2-yard touchdown run is the official scoring play as Mickelson gets in, is what the officials say down there in a scrum. Gets in for the 2-yard touchdown run, ties it up at 6 on the 2-point pass failing. With 37 seconds left before halftime, was Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page trying to make something happen at the end of the half. Could not do it, And so we go into halftime with the 6-6 score on your Steel Seed scoreboard. We'll have more here. We'll dig into some first half stats when we return to your Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report on yourliveevent.com.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
When you're looking for a new vehicle, visit with the sales team at Finley Motors, your Chevrolet and Buick dealer. Their sales team will ensure a seamless experience throughout every step of the vehicle buying process and will help you to secure the best financing for your budget. The service and repair department at Finley Motors is equipped to deal with any type of service, auto repair, or reoccurring maintenance. Call 701-524-1200 to schedule service. Visit the showroom in Finley or Mayville and search the new and pre-owned inventory online at finleymotors.com.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting finleyfarmerselevator.com.
Halftime, 6-6 our score on the Steel Seed scoreboard. This is your halftime report from the Christian Brothers Auto Group. Find your next or pre-owned vehicle at their showrooms in Finley, Mayville, and Cooperstown, North Dakota, or in Crookston and Fertile on the Minnesota side. Shop their inventory online by visiting ChristianCarsOnline.com. Christian Brothers Auto Group is here to help you purchase your next vehicle or service your current one. Christian Cars Online, the website. Write it down, remember it, favorite it, tag it, star it, whatever you got to do. ChristianCars.com, the website for Christian Brothers Auto Group. Take a moment here, look at our first half stats as we sit tied at 6 apiece between Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page and Richland. In the first half for the visiting Richland Colts, rushing the ball, Colton Mickelson totaling 5 carries, 8 yards, and a touchdown. Nick Wolfgool with 5 carries, 16 yards, and Nick Thompson with 8 carries for 14 yards on the ground. That is 18 carries for 44 yards in the first half. Passing-wise, Colton Mickelson, 3 of 5 passing, 92 yards, all completions to Teddy Flaw for those 92 yards. 136 yards of total offense in the first half. They had 1 turnover. Here, as I take that back, actually 3 of 6 passing in that first half. Forgot to mark down that interception that was thrown on that 4th down play. So 1 turnover in the first half for Richland. They had 4 first downs, 3 penalties, totaling 20 yards for them. Time of possession, 13 minutes, 30 seconds in that first half. For Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, Cody Reamer with 6 carries, 12 yards. He also fumbled twice, lost 1 of them. Tyler Carlson with 5 carries, 30 yards. Owen Zerfus, 6 carries, 36 yards. Braden Mitchell with 2 carries for 43 yards and 1 team loss of 10 yards on a rush or a sack play there. It was completions here, or I should say 113 yards total rushing in the first half on those 20 carries in the first half. Owen Zerfus, here 3 of 5 passing for a total of 11 yards. He had 2 catches totaling, 1 catch totaling 4 yards to Cody Reamer, 1 catch for no yards to Zyler Carlson, and 1 catch for 7 yards to Landon Koenig. That one went for a touchdown. So the 3 of 5 passing, 11 yards, a touchdown through the air, 113 on the ground, 124 total yards first half, 2 turnovers, 1 fumble, 1 interception thrown. Had 6 first downs, 2 penalties totaling 20 yards, and they had time of possession of 10 minutes and 30 seconds in that first half of play. That's how the first half went with the scoring plays. Owen Zerfus to Landon Koenig for a 7-yard touchdown catch and a Colton Mickelson 2-yard touchdown run, both in the second quarter. Both 2-point conversion attempts that followed failed, and we are tied at half. 6-6, our score on the Steel Seat scoreboard. We're back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The aisles at Mix Grocery and Hope are filled with products you know and love. That's why Mix Grocery is your one-stop shop for all of your shopping needs. Mix has a deli, bakery, produce, and fresh meat. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or trying a new recipe, you'll find what you need at a great value. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mix Grocery in Hope, North Dakota. 701-945-2691.
The vision of the Finley-Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley-Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
At the half, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page 6, Richland 6. We're tied up. Let's go down to the field for more first half reaction. Kevin Kochman down there with the head coach of the Richland Colts, Pierce Moline.
All right, thanks a lot, Jake. Hey, first half, coach. We were just talking off the air, physical football. Just your thoughts here on the first half of play.
Yeah, good physical football from both teams. It's fun to watch. We'll see what the second half brings.
What'd you tell the guys at halftime?
Keep up the great work, keep grinding, don't quit, execute a little better, and we made some adjustments, hoping that'll pay off in the second half.
Gotta tell me, Teddy Flaw, what catches, man?
Oh, I don't know. This is a different Teddy Flaw tonight. No, he's made a couple of really great grabs this season, but he showed up to play tonight, and we're really seeing that, so we're proud of him and the effort he's putting forth.
Fantastic, Coach. Good luck to you and the boys in the second half.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Pierce Moline there for the Richland Colts as they look to receive the ball to start the second half here against Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They try and break the tie score early. They'll do that when we come back. Wrap up your Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hope-Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope-Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope-Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
We know agriculture, and we know ag lending. Citizen State Bank has competitive rates, and you can get the best loan to keep your farm running smooth. Whether it's land, crops, livestock, or machinery, Citizen State Bank has lenders to help you find the best loan with the best rate in Finley, Cooperstown, and Northwood. For more information, visit us online at csbfinley.com. Member FDIC.
Pioneer, tailored for your farm, delivering success. With decades of research, Pioneer has the genetics, tools, and local testing capabilities to deliver the most diverse and consistent seed for your farm needs. Work with Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton in Hope, your local Pioneer team, to evaluate your needs and select the best varieties with the right herbicide-tolerant trait for your farm. With the science behind Pioneer products and the local service, you get success from your crop yields. Good luck to the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page team from your local Pioneer seed representatives, Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton of Hope.
Second half about to kick off between Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page and Richland in a tie ball game. 6-6 our score. Before the second half kicks off, Kevin Cogan down the sideline. You've been doing some research. You got an injury update for us.
Research, more so just being observant, I guess, is probably the bigger key. But we've been keeping an eye on Brooks Braun. Brooks went down with an injury earlier in the football game, something we wanted to keep an eye on, so we have been. He's been getting some work with the trainer. He wears a knee brace, and that knee brace is on the right knee, and I should say left knee, excuse me, and he's been getting some work on that. They've done a bunch of different tests and run him through the kind of gamut here on the sidelines. We're going to see some Brooks in the second half.
Well, he's back on the field. Not on the field for the kickoff here as Inushka's got it kicked up, and the right-footed dribbler off the front line and picked up by Richland there, and then diving on the football and writhing around on the ground down there. Looks like Teddy Flaw.
Yes, it is.
And he got, he's holding the back there.
He's grabbing his lower back. And yeah, Jake, I was on the back side of it and saw there was there was a collision, or a brief collision, or at least contact. I don't know. I don't think it was anything of egregious nature necessarily. I'd have to see a replay myself, but there was definitely contact, obviously, and he is down, was writhing, especially in the kind of grabbing his lower back. He's getting, it could have been just, to wind maybe getting knocked out. Maybe let's just hope that's the case, but he's very gingerly getting helped off the field here.
Well, yeah, those looks like gingerly coming off, and like I said, it was a little dribbler. The Spartans trying to jump on top of it, and sometimes you just get hit at a weird angle. Those things happen. But now, especially on the first play of the second half, you got someone new coming in, and you got to come in focused, ready to go here.
Yeah, and you lose your what was who is an absolute playmaker. He's getting addressed on the sideline now. It's underneath the booth there, so we don't have a video on him, but he is getting some attention on the sideline right now. We'll hopefully get Teddy Flaw back out there for the Richland Colts.
Looks like Elliot Bido will be split out wide. Michael Hoppin comes in as kind of the offensive line, the second tight end there on the right side. No, they're going to go with two tight ends on the right side.
And Bido top of the screen.
Yep, top of the screen as the Colts go from right to left. I formation under center. The give here to the fullback through Wolfcool. And Wolfcool will get across the 50 here down to the 47-yard line. And a first play, 5-yard gain for Nick Wolfcool.
They'll take that every time. If you can get slashed through for 5 yards, you're going to like the way you're going there. And certainly not an easy task on a per carry average. The Spartans have not allowed a ton, but Brooks Braun came off the field after that first play back after the injury.
Bido again, top of your screen, right side. Two tight ends, that top of the screen as well. I formation. Mickelson under center. He'll turn, give again to the left side. Might do the open field. 35-30. It's a foot race. 25 to 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Richland. Galloping to the end zone. Nick Wolfkill in for the Richland Colts, and they take the lead on the Steel Seed scoreboard.
Now, that's reminiscent to the way that Tri-State kind of started the third quarter a couple weeks ago here in Hope and busted a big play right down that sideline. So from that standpoint, obviously not the way that the Spartans wanted to start the second half.
3 weeks in a row that the start of the second half has not been good for the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page defense. Remember last week, Satcham went 3 plays to the end zone. Here, 2 plays to the end zone for the Colts, and now they're going for the 2-point conversion. I formation for Mickelson under center. He'll turn, he'll give back to Wolfkill. He's hit by Braden Mitchell and spun down short of the end zone. So the 2-point conversion run fails, but they get on the scoreboard early on in the third quarter. They now lead on the Steel Seed scoreboard 12-6. Richland with the lead over Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page on YourLiveEvent.com.
Here's a message from At Albert, Steel Seed, working the Spartan territory. Every American farmer works hard. It's a given. At Golden Harvest Seed Company, they believe that seed performance should be a given too. They're rooted in genetics, agronomy, and a service to help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put Golden Harvest to work for you. Contact Chad Albert, Steel Seed, 701-866-2972.
2 plays for Richland. Both runs by Nick Wolfkuhl. The one goes 5, the second goes 47. And that's the touchdown to give Richland Colts the lead. 12-6 on the Steel Seed scoreboard. Now kicking off to Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page as they'll have it teed up. And you got a guy that goes a little dinged up on the kickoff, and I'll hand it to another playmaker to come through for your team there for the Colts.
Yeah, that's darn right, Jake. And just watching on the sidelines and trying to see, Teddy Flaws walking on his own, stretching things out, getting some work done here with the athletic trainer on site.
Line drive kick, bounces, finally picked up at the 20-yard line by Cody Reamer. He'll look to cut through, runs through an arm tackle, stiff arms his way up to the 40, and then finally gets cleaned up right down in front of us at the 43-yard line. And a good starting field position for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page to see how they can answer now after Richland gets on the board here with the lead.
Yeah, after kind of bobbling the ball there on the handle, on the kick return. One thing there was watching Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page kick return team, Jake. They got a hat on a hat. They were getting out and putting a hat blocking a Richland kickoff coverage team. So it just was able to create a little bit, and then obviously Reamer, he got some things going. As the first play here is a dropped pass from Carlson.
Single back set there with the twin receivers on the left side, and Surface throws a quick wide receiver screen to Carlson with the defense playing well off, trying to get out, get him some room there, but incomplete pass as it was off the hands. Now Jack Thompson comes out, Braden Mitchell comes in receiver position here. 11:03 to go in this third quarter. Richland leading 12-6. 2nd and 10 for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page on their own 42-yard line.
And lots of tension, and we've talked about that throughout the night, but lots of tension. There's, Spartans need to get a victory here. They feel really confident about where they can be. If they can sneak one away tonight, Richland, they're looking for their first win.
Zyler Carlson comes in motion on that jet sweep. Darts in front of one would-be tackler, but 2 more right behind him. He does make it back to the line of scrimmage, brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, tough. They're going to, find themselves in a bit of a hole here right out of the gates. And, key was on that scoring drive for Richland. At least for the Spartans, they were able to keep the Colts out of the end zone with that 2-point conversion. So it's 6-point differential on the scoreboard. And, well, for the Spartans, they got to find something here offensively, as they just have not been executing well, according to Coach Fontaine here as our halftime chat.
I need to find that spark, that energy, something to get them rolling here, and maybe just starts with a big block here to free someone on 3rd and 10. Receivers each way. Carlson top of your screen, Thompson bottom. Carlson comes in motion. Little fake to give to him. Play action here for Zerfus under center. Being pressured, rolls, slips out of it. He rolls out to his right, looking to pass. Eyes upfield, throws it down the right side, and it is batted away. Nearly intercepted that time by Wolfkuhl.
Yeah.
And good, able to break the sack or get out of the grasp of the defense. Keep your eyes upfield, but good defense by Wolfkuhl to stay with him there on the long coverage.
Yeah, that was one heck of a sneak away there by Zerfus. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you get out of the grasp of the Colts defender there. Made a play, made a throw, and had a chance there. And I guess in this case, once again, Carlson kind of had to play defender there and knock the ball out of the defense hands. Ball was put in a place where it was, able to be made a play, but it was obviously Richland doing better as far as getting there for the play.
Here's Koenig with the punt, picked up by Mickelson. He'll get free right side. Flake comes out behind him as he spins off. Then Zerfus comes over with the plant, and right at the 30-yard line, but Flake in the area of a block in the back, I believe, and likely going to move the ball backwards. So the punt with 9:53 to go here in this third quarter. Awaiting it is a block in the back against Richland, so where they officially marked the ball back to.
Well, the Spartans are off to the start that they didn't want to see here in the second half. So their defense needs to come up big now. And again, kind of keeping our eyes to the sidelines. Again, Richland is still without Teddy Flaw. Got injured on the opening kickoff here the second half. And he's still getting worked on and loosening things up. Looks like he's kind of still, Jake, working that lower back, kind of the center, middle, lower back. So just something to keep in mind there as Richland comes out 1st and 10 and starting out much worse field position than they were anticipating.
After the penalty and marks them back, they'll start on their own 21-yard line. And they'll come out, 2 tight ends right side, receiver right side, I formation. They'll turn and run it up the gut, and this time again, Wolfcool, and he gets nothing. Actually loses a yard.
Well, Hushka, Stein combining in on the stop that time for the Spartans, and well, that's the type of start the defense wanted to show, so we'll see if they can continue to pin down here and fire things up with the defensive side.
With those 2 tight ends on one side of the formation, the weak side of the defense coming down playing very close to the line of scrimmage, and like we saw in that touchdown run, if you can make one guy miss or break a tackle, it's a foot race to the end zone. Might be what Richland's trying to do. Here instead, they'll go strong side, pitch out to the right side, and coming down, brought down deep in the backfield, all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Loss of 6 on that play. Good defense that time. Everybody in on the party.
Hushka Carlson there. Down the field, though, a little bit of party. Kind of just a 2-man crew there with Thomas Zander and Braden Mitchell mixing it up a little bit.
So, they're going to give them forward progress, I guess, to the 19.
Okay.
So, not as big of a loss there as I thought. But still brings up a 3rd down, 3rd and 13. 8:35 to go in this 3rd quarter.
Definitely a nice chill in the air, a fall-like evening here in Hope, adding to the the excitement with a pad pop too.
Underneath the lights here on 3rd and 13. Under center, play action, and Landon Koenig stays with them the whole way. No fooling that time as Mickelson is drugged down. The sophomore comes through on the naked boot, and we have another player down, and that looks like Thomas Zander.
Yeah, Thomas Zander. Yeah, he's slow to get up. He's up, but yeah, definitely slow to get up. But boy, talk about a bit of excitement and some energy that's been put right into this Spartans team here on the sidelines, Jake. The team's fired up.
There, defense make a play, get a 3 and out. Now you got a chance here with a punt situation as Nick Jonas comes in for the punt team there as Zander had to come out. And, maybe some miscommunication here in the punt as Tanner Zander is back deep to punt. They're moving people around. And this is a long time here to try and get this play off. They do get the snap off into the end zone, nearly blocked, and the punt will bounce. I was watching back by the punter as we got another Richland Coat player down. Seeing there with the pressure coming if we were going to have a running into a roughing, but no flags come out. Ball will be down, and down is another player. Trainer comes out here for Richland.
Yeah, Jake, this I'm thinking it's Nick Wolfcool, and that's unfortunate too. You already you look at some of these teams here in the region. You've got 9 to 14 guys on the roster, and then of course even like a Richland here with a number of guys injured. Even Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page for that matter have some depth, but a lot of guys in street clothes here with injuries on the sideline. So everybody matters, and Wolfcool, thankfully, is off on his own power.
Yeah, good to see there as trainer came out. Hopefully nothing serious.
Yeah, another one there. I kind of felt maybe it would have been just like the wind got knocked out of him. So, yeah, well, let's hope that's the case.
So Jonas will come in on defense now, and we'll see Michael hopping in on defense as well. I formation for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Under center, Zerfus fakes the play action, now rolls to his right, looking, gonna scramble and make it up the sideline, try to cut back a little bit towards the middle before he's brought down at the 34-yard line and picks up a gain of 7.
I gotta be honest with you, I'm just looking downfield, watching the receivers here. Nobody's open, and it's not necessarily. I can't say it's the receiver's fault. I mean, this is a small sample size, Jake. Okay, so be with me here. But the coverage that's being provided by Richland is really solid. I mean, they're not allowing the Spartans to get open downfield.
Big key is they're getting pressure with their 3 players up front.
Exactly, right.
Do see Wolfgill back on the field here. He's out right side. As they run with Zerfus on a quarterback power, he gets by Wolfgill down to the 30, 25, 20, down the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 15 and marked out at the 10-yard line, a gain of 24 and a first down for Owen Zerfus.
It's going to have to be the Zerfus show, I think. Zyler Carlson was downfield trying to supply a block, and then he got blown up, but he, in that process, also was able to kind of chip off a couple of would-be tacklers, and that allowed Zerfus to get that edge. So, again, this is a team effort, but it might have to be the Zerfus show right now, Jake.
Well, they will say out at the 11, so can get a first down here inside the 5 if they get it there, but you're that close, why not just punch it in anyway? Here's a turn, give to Zyler Carlson. Goes right, starter step back, left side, through an ankle tackle, spins off a tackle and into the end zone. Like I said, you're already there. Go the extra yard. Touchdown for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, and they tie things up. Chance to take the lead with the 2-point conversion.
Man, I love that cannon. Just awesome. Plus, you got tow truck guy down there doing the blue lights. Super exciting.
And the 11-yard run gets some excitement going too.
Yeah.
And we'll see here if they can retake the lead here. 7:01 to go in the third quarter. Going for 2. We'll send Landon Koenig wide right side. Also Braden Mitchell right side in the slot. Zyler Carlson slot left side of Dalton Stein. Wide. Back Reamer the left side of Zerfus. 3 down linemen. Zerfus, he'll take it himself, hole up the middle, spins off the tackler into the end zone, 2-point conversion, good. And the run makes it now 14-12. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page with the lead on your Steel Sea Chad Albert scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
Defense makes some plays, gives a good field position after a punt, and a couple of big plays there. The long run from Owen Zerfus got him down the 11. Zyler Carlson took him the final distance there on an 11-yard touchdown run. His first of the night, and puts the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans up 14-12 after Owen Zerfus got in for the 2-point conversion run. 7:01 to play in the third quarter. Spartans kicking off to the Richland Colts. And, well, the Spartans answered the Colts. Can the Colts re-answer the Spartans?
That's a huge drive for the Spartans coming off of a big defensive stop.
Here's a kick in the air, will bounce, and in the air, just above the ground. B-bounce picked up at about the 22 and brought forward and down at the 32. No, they mark him back down at the 29-yard line.
And as the Richland Colts begin this drive, trailing 14-12, midway through the third quarter here in Hope, Teddy Floss stays on the sidelines for the Richland Colts after suffering that injury on the opening kickoff of the third quarter.
Here with the rest of the offense with Michael Hopping, Thomas Zander, Caden Carlson, Wade Gorder, Tanner Zander, Nick Wolfgill back on the field, Nick Thompson, quarterback Colton Mickelson under center, and also out there is Elliot Vito. Mickelson will turn, he'll give, and drug down, and play being made by Landon Koenig. No, that's Erickson, William Erickson, number 90. Thought it was 80, it's number 90.
Don't you dare call him Bill either.
I didn't, I accidentally called him Landon.
Well, that's not his name.
Yeah. 3-yard carry for Wolfgill. 10 carries now, 67 yards and a touchdown, including the big 47-yard touchdown early on in the third quarter. He'll dot the I formation behind Nick Thompson. And it will be Mickelson given to the fullback. Thompson in 28 rumbles forward up to the 38. Brings up now a 3rd and 2.
He's a tough guy to bring down, and when he comes running full steam, it's difficult. Here comes Andrew Corey back into the field, and Corey's going to play in the middle. He's been mixing in. This time he comes in for Will Erickson on a quick substitution.
Yeah, rotating guys in, keeping them fresh there.
And I think Will actually has got to get some work done here on the sidelines. Looks like he's getting some tape or something. He's got to get himself fixed up a bit.
Will be a tight end in each side of the offensive line. I formation under center. Mickelson will give it the second through and coming in, making a hit in the backfield. Hayden Hushka hits him early. The flag coming down. What's it for? It's right in the middle of the field.
Yeah. I don't know. Everybody was standing up, and it looks like it's going to be offensive.
It's going to be a hold on the Colts. Hold on the Colts will likely mark them back. I assume they're accepting it here, not giving them 4th and short. So it will be 3rd and about 12 here after the penalty. 5th penalty, totaling 45 yards and 2 for 25 here in the second half penalties for the Colts.
Interesting exchange with defensive back, quarterback Owen Zerfus and Coach Larry Fontaine there as they were trying to decide what they were going to do. Were they going to, take a 4th and short or push him back? And yes, in fact, they do. Push him back, accept that penalty.
Splitting out wide to the left side. Tanner Zander goes out as the receiver. Shotgun set for Mickelson. Backing up, passing, throwing deep down the sideline, coming over right in front of us, and incomplete. Just set it out there saying, hey, run underneath it. Carlson was there in coverage with Tanner Zander, the intended receiver.
Just an overthrow. Pass. Yeah, just simply an overthrow. Good coverage. Carlson was with Zander stride for stride there, so good coverage, overthrown, and it is going to be 4th and 12. So here it is for Richland. Would venture to guess they'll be back in punt formation. I think we have Tanner Zander doing the punting.
That is correct. Zander will punt. Tanner Zander will punt. There, Tommy Zander there at the left guard. Here's the punt. It's off, and it will bounce at the 46, roll down to the 38-yard line where it'll come to a stop and be down. 5:26 to go in this third quarter. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page takes over control of the football.
And they have the momentum right now, too, with 5:26 to go third quarter. 14-12 is the score, as Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page fresh off of a scoring drive that capped off with some fantastic plays again and some speed from Owen Zerfus. And so, what are we going to see here on this drive for the Spartans? Are we going to see a ground and pound attack, or are they going to be able to maintain that momentum that they've carried over now from the past 2 defensive stands? It starts now.
Wishbone formation, Brooks Braun at the fullback. Reamer and Carlson is the split backs. Hand off to Carlson, goes right, gets off a tackler. Now he's got blockers in front of him to the 50, to the 45, down the right sideline, and finally brought down out of bounds. And a big first down run as Carlson just bounced free of the tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, I did, and a big splash to the right side, got some open field and was able to turn the legs. As again, we also see Brooks Braun shuffling in and out, and just a good thing, Jake, to see Brooks come off that injury in the first half and stick with it and earn some time, and again provide some of that depth when it comes to the offensive sets for the Spartans, and he also mixes in defensively too.
19 yards and a first down. As they now come up to the line of scrimmage, Carlson will be the deep back. Behind Cody Reamer, the fullback, and bring in Braden Mitchell as kind of a dual fullback. Here just off to the right side of that I formation. Surface under center, he'll turn, cross a back action, give to Braden Mitchell, works left side, tries to find a hole, and it's closed up quickly. Tommy Zander there to bring him down, lead the charge after just a short gain up to the 40-yard line, 3 yards.
I think I hate making just like random things, but Tommy Zander rocking the 99, he looks a bit like Jason Taylor, right? The former Miami Dolphin great. Doesn't he look like him? He's got that build, he's got the 99.
Yeah, he's got the height, and he's got some mass to him, but not too much.
Right.
Yeah, kind of that long, lean body frame. I can see it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, wishbone formation. Zerfus hands off. Cody Reamer, right side, following his blockers, tries to go run through an arm tackle there of Mickelson. But Mickelson holding on, and they're going to mark him down just about a yard short of the first down after the 7-yard carry.
Tell you what, not easy to bring down Reamer with one tackler. Hard running kid.
Yeah, Reamer there at 5'8", 180, well put together here, the junior running back, and had some missteps, I guess you could say, in the first quarter. A couple of drops of the football or fumbles of the football, but he's trying to work his way back here, get into a rhythm, and now we'll see what they do. If they give it back to him here on 3rd and short as Brooks Braun comes in fullback in the wishbone formation. Full turn. They'll give it to Brooks. He's up the middle. He's hit by the first line as like Nick Jonas there for the stop, but not enough as the 4-yard carry for Braun gives him the first down.
Anytime you say Nick Jonas, I just think of the Jonas Brothers. And it's not how you spell a name, but...
No, there's an M in front of it, so I just hope I'm saying it right.
Well, we sure hope so, but it's tough. It's still tough going up the middle against this Richland defense. A very stout group.
3:41 to go as Owen Zerfus brings the Spartans to the line of scrimmage in this third quarter. Back to pass, rolling out to his left side, stop, let him get by. Now he's going to throw it deep down the line, and he's going to open man. It's caught by the Dalton Stein, and it's a royal touchdown, king to king. Owen Zerfus to Dalton Stein, touchdown of 30 yards.
All of a sudden, the floodgates have opened, and finally, we were talking about how the coverage downfield was just not, you just weren't able to get the ball to anybody. Now, all of a sudden, there we go, a couple of those drag routes across the field, and Stein was wide open for a touchdown. Great pass, and like you said, homecoming king to king there with the Hope-Page to Finley-Sharon connection.
Couple senior leaders coming through, making the play, and momentum now with the Spartans. Spread them out wide on the 2-point attempt, and Zerfus will take it himself. Quarterback power into the end zone, good. 2-point conversion run makes it now a score of 22-12, 10-point lead for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page on your Steel Seed scoreboard. 3:28 to go, third quarter.
Another new recent trade at Norman County Implement, 32-foot Summers disc chisel, one owner machine, priced at $32,000. Talk with Chuck O'Neill on this 32-foot Summers disc chisel, priced at $32,000. Also a 44-foot Summers disc, excellent condition, priced at $29,000. 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570, save $80,000 on this price now from Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business.
Dalton Stein on a homecoming night here. The homecoming king catches his second touchdown of the year. Owen Zerfus, another homecoming king for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, throws his now 10th touchdown on the year, his second of the game. This one 30 yards to Stein for the score. 2-point conversion run from Zerfus is good, and 22-12. That's 2-2-1-2. Our score on our Steel Seed scoreboard, 3:28 to go in this third quarter. Spartans ready to kick it back here to the Colts, and the Spartans finally got some energy, got some momentum going.
And plain and simple, they're executing too. And you talk about the 2-point conversion, Jake. Now it's a 2-possession ball game as Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page able to knock in both 2-point conversion tries here in this third quarter. And yep, it's execution, both offensively and defensively. The Spartans are hitting their strides. They're making plays. And when you do the right thing, you do as you're supposed to, good things are coming.
And even just through your mic on the sideline, hear a little bit more energy from the sideline, from the crowd too, starting to get into it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the homecoming queens over here. They're cheering and having a good time. They got a number of the volleyball players, right? They got a little cheer action going on. I tell you what, it's homecoming all of a sudden here, Jake.
From the Richland 34-yard line, the Colts come up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun set, Wildcat set here is back to pass. Will be the halfback Thompson, and it's thrown in. It's caught by Mickelson. He catches it. It was coming right to Jack Thompson, and then Mickelson almost looked like a defender trying to pick it off as he comes up just in front, makes the catch, and a little running back to quarterback. That time Nick Thompson with the pass completion to Mickelson.
How about that? And you can't count anybody out, right? There's just too much time, and here we are. Still got plenty of football left to be played tonight. But there is just a fantastic connection, and once again, quarterback Mickelson showing the athleticism, lining up at wide receiver and making a catch.
Now Mickelson, yards running, throwing in, passing, back to pass again is Thompson going back for Mickelson, left side and incomplete. Here just overthrown a little bit as Mickelson was going deep, then cutting it out on a deep post route, but incomplete pass that time, but still showing some diversity in the offense.
No doubt. Now, what you're seeing, too, is that without Teddy Flaw, you lose one of your most electric athletes and certainly someone who dominated in the first half. So they're making adjustments. And if you can't make adjustments in the 9-man football game with 14 guys on your roster, then it's going to be a long season. And here you are. Richland's trying to get off the schneid, looking for that first win of the season. And adjustments need to be made. They're trying to make them, and they're trying to get the ball to their playmakers.
Mickelson wide left. They'll send Bido wide right side. Nick Thompson, Nick Wolfcool in the backfield. They fake the jet sweep. Thompson will keep it himself. He tries to cut back to the middle of the field after initially starting right. Weak side defense, Braden Mitchell, Zyler Carlson there for the stop after the 2-yard carry.
Obviously, you and I didn't have a chance to study any film. We've seen every snap of the Spartans, haven't seen a snap of the Colts coming in, but the way that they're running this, Wildcat offense or, Thompson taking direct snaps, certainly looks to me, Jake, that this is something that they have done this season.
Yeah, and watching it here, Mickelson still bringing the play into the huddle.
Yeah.
But then coming out wide right, and now we're having a timeout there as stuff didn't get in quite timely enough or didn't like the call.
Timeout Colts.
2:27 to go, third quarter, 22-12 is our score on our Steel Seed scoreboard. We're back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
After the timeout from the Richland Colts, they'll have the ball 3rd and 8 from their Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page 29-yard line, trying to cut into a 2-score deficit. Do see Teddy Flaw helmet off, but still in, holding that back gingerly. There looks that lower back area, but still in that timeout huddle there, being involved with the team. Colton Mickelson will be out wide left. It will be Elliot Bido out wide right side. In the backfield, the Nick and Nick. Nick Thompson, Nick Wolfcool. They'll send Mickelson in motion, flat side, left to right. Thompson will take it in. Brooks Braun into the backfield, grabs him around the ankle, holds him there, says everyone else come over, join the party, and brings him down for a 2-yard loss, brings up 4th and 10.
I prefer to look at this team with the Nick and Nick combo as Nick at night.
Oh, hey, you do got a Nick Thompson.
Well,
no, it's
Keenan Thompson.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel
flashback
like
to the 90s.
I feel like it's the Knicks at night.
Hey, Nick at night was good.
It works.
Yeah. Are you afraid of the dark?
Might be.
Hey, dude. Get some of those going again.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, bring back those shows. That's the remakes we want to see.
There's some things that can happen. There's no doubt about it. Sweet like a life of Zach and Cody doesn't work for me, Jake.
No,
it just doesn't.
No.
And I mean, it doesn't. It's not even the same network, but hey, you get it.
No. Minute 40 to go, third quarter, as the Colts come up to the line of scrimmage. Nick Thompson being rushed back to pass, throwing it quickly over the middle, and defender falls down. Colton Mickelson makes the catch up ahead to the 15-yard line. He's got the first down.
Yeah, by 5 yards and stretch two and underthrown ball, but he goes up and gets it. I tell you what, this is a gritty group. Compared them earlier, strictly in numbers, you could compare them to Hankinson. Guys are making plays, though. This has been truly enjoyable to watch that and see the guys everybody's got to rise up, and both teams are doing that. And, football is a fun game that way. Sometimes it takes a few downs or, here a couple of drives or maybe just one quick rah-rah speech, whatever. And guys are coming out, playing hard. What more can you ask for on a Friday night under the lights?
And making plays on that one as Landon Koenig was bearing down. Thompson just threw it up, trusted his playmaker that time, and Mickelson makes the catch. Press coverage on each receiver. Here's the back. Wolfcool now take the direct snap. He follows a Thompson block, and this time Nick Wolfcool, he'll take it forward, picking up 5 yards. 42 seconds left before the end of the third quarter.
And if you weren't paying close enough attention there, Thompson in the quarterback spot, right? He's making he's barking out the signals and even showing the hands. He's the anticipated, receiver of the snap. And then he jumps ahead and goes as the lead blocker as the direct snap goes to the running back, Wolfcool. Not an easy thing for the center to do either, Jake. They got to be in good communication.
Mickelson back in at the quarterback spot. He'll be under center. Thompson, fullback. Wolfcool, the deep back in the Nick and Nick formation. And take it forward left side. Wolfcool brought down by Cody Reamer down at the 10-yard line. 1 yard gain, and that will be the final play of the third quarter.
P.S. There's a ton of energy all of a sudden here in Hope. We got ourselves a fourth quarter ahead.
And it's coming up with a 22-12 lead for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page as we hit the fourth quarter on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. 0% interest, 0 payments for 120 days on all precision planting equipment. Save your cash flow. Book your planter upgrades today with an additional 20% discount on shop labor and trucking. Pay this year or next. No payments, no interest for 120 days on approved credit. Call RDK Enterprises 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
12 minutes of game time left, in regulation at least, here in the fourth quarter. 22-12 after a 16-point third quarter for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, picking up a Zyler Carlson touchdown run and an Owen Zervis to Dalton Stein homecoming king connection for 30 yards to put him up by the 10 points. And that was after the second play of the quarter for the Colts went 47 yards for a Nick Wolfkuhl touchdown run to put him up 12-6. 16 straight for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. And Colts, though, starting to knock on the door. They're walking up the driveway, about to ring the doorbell here to start the fourth quarter.
There's about to be a few fans that have parked back here in what would be the north end zone. Few fans are going to be upset, Jake, that I'm standing in front of them for a front row seat here to this end zone. So
it's not like they can't look over the top.
The good thing is I'm very much height challenged. So
third and goal.
Third down.
Third and 4 from the 10-yard line.
Kicking off the fourth quarter.
Colton Mickelson will be under center. He'll turn, pitch the play to Nick Wolfkuhl left side, cuts back inside, flag comes down. And I think the hand out up around the face mask there on the tackle.
Yeah, yep, they're going to get, and I'm not positive. From my angle, it looked high and it looked like shoulder pad grabbing, but they're going to get a hold. That's right.
Hold.
Okay, great. Because I was going to say they better not call for a face mask. And so a hold is the call. We were both concerned that Cody Reamer is going to get tagged with a face mask. But hey, 3rd and 4 coming back. Wow.
So there we go.
How about that?
Well, now Richland, you've had a couple big plays, but you get down here where there's less field for the defense to cover, tightens up a little bit. Can you do it again? They had the first touchdown was a 2-yard run back near the end of the first half, but kind of here in this middle of the field here in the red zone, see what they can do. Mickelson will go back to receiver. He's out wide right side. Got Nick Thompson, Nick Wolfkuhl in the backfield. Thompson will take the snap. Back to pass. Looking, throwing to the right side. 4 Spartans around him, and they run into each other as Carlson and Zerfis both going for it. They collide. No one's hurt. Just
nope.
Not like an outfield collision. They're okay. They're popping up. The ball, though, lands in the end zone, incomplete.
All of a sudden, you got 4 Spartans there in the area of the football, though. I mean, you're playing it's kind of a one-trick pony right now, right? Trying to get the ball to one person, and so Spartans are keying in on it, and they were in the right place. But like you say, a little collision there, and ends up being an incomplete pass. 4th down.
Well, and a lot of the routes are just 2-man routes. They're going with kind of the max protect here without a true quarterback here, or a hybrid quarterback, however you want to look at it. Right now with Nick Thompson playing the running back quarterback position. Mickelson will be slot right. Wide right will be Tanner Zander. Back to pass. Thompson looking to the right, rolling out, throwing it, looking here to Mickelson. He makes the jump catch, and it's caught.
First down.
Inside the 5 for a first down. Carlson right there, but just going up, make the catch, airborne. Mickelson with his 3rd grab here the second half.
He's down to the 4-yard line. Throwing it up for him, and that's all they're doing. And it's credit the athletes making the plays, Jake, because it's just, hey, toss it up, see if he can make a play, and they're doing it. So 1st and goal, Richland, more life. Again, but the key factor here, again, was the fact that the Spartans have scored 2 2-point conversions. It's a 2-possession football game here, 22-12 with 11:30 to play.
156-yard passing in the game. The Colts in 3 games came in with 105 total yards of passing before tonight. Mickelson will be the quarterback under center. Hands off to Nick Thompson. Hit going right side and right away wrapped up brought down short, cuts the distance in half now, down to the 2.
Yeah, put him right there at the 2-yard line, and, well, it's going to have to be a tough stand now for the Spartan defense. Plain and simple, they got to tighten things up, and I would fully expect they're going to go to the Nick Thompson train once more. Hard not to, Jake, right? You got that size. 245 in the backfield. Let him go.
Yeah, 6 foot, 245, just a junior. Just 3 seniors on the roster for the Colts. Here, 2 of them linemen there, one not dressed here tonight. So, very young skill position group here. Mickelson keeps himself. The ball comes up high and nearly got knocked out, but he crosses the line. They call him a good, and then a 2-yard touchdown run for Colton Mickelson.
Mickelson able to just punch forward, quarterback sneak, kept it, run up the gut. Nothing wrong with that. Also a fine play call. And that's how the Colts answer. And they find a way to make some plays. They put it back on the board. Now they're trying to cut it to a 2-point ball game. Look at the bunch they got at the top of the screen here.
Yeah, that diamond formation with 4 receivers. Mickelson will throw it right side. It's intercepted. And 2-point conversion pass fails. So the 2-point conversion's 0 for 3 tonight for Richland. But they cut into the lead. They trail by 4, 22-18. 10:39 to go, 4th quarter on your Steel Seed scoreboard.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
10:39 to go in the 4th quarter. Richland just capped off a 4-minute, 49-second drive with a touchdown run. Colton Mickelson, his 2nd touchdown on the ground here today. And it's 22-18, a 4-point lead. The difference, the 2 2-point conversions converted by Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page as they look to get the football back. Owen Zerfus comes there after talking with coach. He comes off the sideline there. He'll be one of the up backs for the Spartans here as they expect kind of a short kick with, looks like Jack Thompson, Dalton Stein, Owen Zerfus, the up backs here ready to receive. And it is a little dribbler, an onside kick, and it will be picked up by
Andrew Corey.
Corey
Comes flying in for the football.
He looked like he wanted to run it back.
I should have. Man, he's fired up. No, and you talk about that too, Jake. Just you brought up Owen Zerfus. You brought up a couple other names too, but Owen does not on kickoff, kick return. That's the only time he's off the field. So for him to come out, then obviously, yes, they come in for a specialist. But yeah, I can't believe. Well, let's talk to Corey in the postgame. See if he wanted to take that to the house or what.
Hey, Lyman got the best hands on the team. Everyone knows it.
We'll talk about, the confidence to just go after that football, knowing the pressures.
It had not gone the 10 yards yet, so if he went to field it cleanly, but their lineman, best hands on the team. Wide receiver screen to the right side. There's some confusion on who was going to catch it between Mitchell and Carlson. It looked like they were both going for the catch. Carlson gets it, and he finds a way to convert it for 14 yards and a first down.
Yeah, what was an absolute mistake, right? It was not how you run a screen. You want to have a guy blocking. But, yeah, there was confusion there. However it works. In the end, Carlson creates, makes one man miss, gets downfield, picks up a first down.
So a 1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. 10:20 to go, clock running here in the 4th quarter.
No need to push anything, right?
Take your time, get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure you're set with Braden Mitchell, wing back left side, I formation, Owen Zerfus under center, the offensive line there with Andrew Corey, William Erickson, the guards, Hayden Hushka, the center. They'll fall left side here with Cody Reamer. Balco kind of got away from the ball, and a little chicken wing outside, but Reamer holds on to it and drags it down here to the 24-yard line. Should be enough for a first down. Waiting for the official signal. No, they're going to mark him back. Going to say just a little bit short. No, now they move it. There it is, the 10-yard carry for the first down.
I love high school football from the standpoint that when you get the crowd, like right behind the team, right? And everybody's cheering really loud and they're trying to, get up to the ball. Usually offenses want it quiet, right? But not in high school football because just get the playoff, right?
No, you don't have that hard cadence, that hard count. Jack Thompson goes in motion out right side. We'll run the ball with Cody Reamer out that side. He looks to get outside, but coming up, nice open field tackle.
Wow.
Coming up, Nick Wolfcool. Oh, that put that on a highlight reel for defense here ought to make a tackle on the outside in the open field.
It was an unbelievable form tackle in the open field that brought down one of the tougher runners that he's going to see all season, that being, of course, Cody Reamer. And Reamer tries to get outside there, and if he can get by Wolfcool.
He's got green.
Absolutely, but Wolfcool, he owned that side of the field at the top of the screen.
Landon Koenig, the tight end right side. Dalton Stein, tight end left side. Wishbone formation as Brooks Braun comes in at the fullback spot. Zerfus will take it on a quarterback boot around the right side. He looks to get away from that block from Braun. Now still on his feet. Bouncing around inside, cuts it up, down inside the 15, and be about a yard short of the first down marker here. Gain of 9.
He slithered his way around too, but I got to say once again, Jake, Wolfcool kept that from being, he took on 2 players as blockers plus Zerfus and forced Zerfus back inside.
There's been a lot of movement in a phone booth. That short, all clustered up there. There's been a number of guys who are able to make plays, being slippery out there on the field there tonight. Here's a give inside. Brooks Braun just kind of swims by the first tackler coming in low. Got to keep the head up, and he gets it down near the 10-yard line for a first down for the Spartans.
8:20 to play, football game here, and first down and goal. Are they going to be able to stretch it all the way out?
We'll see. It looks like, no, it's going to be first and goal.
Hey, I said, guys were trying to stretch. We're trying to stretch the chains over here, but nope. First and goal at the 10. 4-point lead for the Spartans. They're knocking on the door.
Wishbone formation. Braun the fullback. Reamer, Carlson the splitbacks. They're going to give to Zyler Carlson left side. Being hit right away by Hoppy, then being dragged forward. We got some exciting, a little away from the play action here down there on the sideline as Hopping and Braun kind of got into it a little bit with a little get off me, here we go.
There's been a lot of that all game. The guys are chippy. This game, there's tension, lots of tension. Colts want to get off the schneid. Spartans have lost 2 in a row, trying to protect home field at homecoming. There's tension, man. This has been a fun night of football, though.
Second and goal from the 4. Here is Zerfus will keep it on a boot out to the right side. He's going to tuck and run, diving for the end zone. He's in for the score. Owen Zerfus turns the corner, lowers the shoulder, and sheds the would-be tackler. Gets in for the 4-yard score. His 3rd touchdown, first rushing here tonight. And Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page rebuilds that double-digit lead.
Great effort once again. Some guts. A little one-on-one, mano-y-mano on the outside. Man, the blood's pumping out here, Jake. I can't lie, man. This is fantastic. Good night of football again, and a great gutsy play. Get to the outside, find the corner, and get in the end zone.
I got one question.
What's that?
Where was this energy in the first half?
Well, see, again, this is got to play a full 4 quarters, right? And both teams struggled a bit, but the Spartans have it all.
Slow starting, but picked up here in the second half.
Yeah.
Zerfus will keep it himself off the right side on the 2-point conversion, looking for that right corner again. Flake behind the play. Oh, you heard the pop through the sideline, Mike. But I don't know if it's going to count as we got a flag out here, and we got whistles and everything else, and what's going on?
I'm not going to lie. First and foremost, that was one heck of a helmet-to-helmet hit with Zerfus, and then the would have been tackler, or could be tackler, Nick Wolfcool. But, man, that was a couple of dudes playing football, so there's some physicality there, and Wolfcool's got his bell rung, so let's hope that there's nothing wrong there. He's hustling off the field as we see it, checking in the football game is 47, Wade Gorder. But I don't know what the penalty flag was for.
Penalty was a hold on the Spartans, so we're going to reattempt the 2-point conversion. Mark it back here 10 yards.
Okay, that's what it was for. Yeah. Man, I was in the midst of sheepers. Just a couple of dudes playing football.
Yeah, you had guys down there. And
this is great,
you had to make
man.
sure they didn't hit you.
Oh, my gosh, I got to run out of the way every time they come to the sideline. I get nervous. It's fantastic, though. I got to get my helmet on.
So, 2-point conversion now from the 13-yard line. I formation, Zerfus under center, Braden Mitchell wingback right side. Hold on, we got officials coming up. Going to talk to you about things.
They're gonna.
Move it back an extra yard.
Gotta get it there. Gotta do this. Gotta move that.
Gotta spot it right.
Settle it up and put it down and pick things up. We pick it up and put it down.
So actually, they're going to do it from the 10-yard line.
Makes sense,
after
right?
After a holding penalty when the ball was on the 3.
Makes sense, right?
It's going for 2. Zerfus, play action, rolls out right side. Landon Koenig, right side of the end zone. Touch, or 2-point conversion, good. The penalty doesn't matter as they get the pass to go, and it's now a 14-point lead. No, 12-point lead.
Yep.
30-18. I'm bad at math. 30-18 on your Steel Seed scoreboard. Chad Albert, give him a call, 701-866-2972. 7:22 left, fourth quarter on yourliveevent.com.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
30-18, a 12-point margin for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They've had a big second half, 24 in the second half. And they lead here with 7:22 to go in this fourth quarter. Ready to kick it back now here to Richland. Back deep to receive. They'll have Colton Mickelson. And after getting dinged up a little bit, looks like Nick Wolfcool back there to receive as well.
He is, yeah. He got his bell rung on the two-point conversion that got called back for a hold, but he's going to get the return here at the 26-yard line.
He comes up after the line drive kick, looking to cut around the right side, and being brought down is Tyler Carlson on the left edge, but our flag comes out late, right as the tackle being made.
Happened right in front of you. I have no idea what the flag is here.
I'm thinking it's going to be on Richland there. As here's, watch the camera work there.
Whoa, what happened?
No, tripod got knocked a little bit. We're okay, nothing fell down.
Okay, good.
It's going to be a hold on the Colts, so that's going to mark them back. And, still decent field position to start the drive. You're going to be at around the 30. But, you know what? You'd rather be around the 40.
Hate to feel all romantic, but man, the sounds of a Friday night with some cheering and some lights here, my gosh, this is great.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, not every state gets to enjoy this.
No.
At least this year.
Not unless you're going to, go Oregon Trail and ford the river.
Well,
yeah,
it's just the way it's going to be, I guess.
So we'll be at the 30-yard line.
Week 5 of the North Dakota 9-man football season.
Yeah, we still got 4 more games left after tonight for the regular season. Gonna be fun.
Head to Lemoore next Friday night as long as everything's good with the world.
Making the road trip. Thompson will again be in the backfield with Wolfkill, back to pass. He's being pressured, hit by Stein. Ball floats up in the air. They say it was tipped, but the offensive lineman says, I can't really touch it. I'm just going to let it drop there. But incomplete pass. Could have been a sack.
Well, I'll tell you what. You talked about energy. You talked about the way that we brought up the execution aspect here, and the Spartans are really pinning back the ears now. So, can they hang on for 7 minutes, 10 seconds? Part 1. Part 2, can they continue it and try to play spoiler next week when they head to the Lobos?
And energy here in the second half, too. The 2 defensive ends, Dalton Stein, Landon Koenig, especially with Richland, doing some different things with the offensive line. They've come off the edge hard, really pinned the ears back as Thompson back to pass, getting thrown over the middle. It's through the hands of Reamer, into the hands of Surface! Interception by Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, their second of the game. And Owen Zerfus picks it off at the 44-yard line.
Well, yeah, like you say, right through Reamer's hands, then Zerfus there. And again, Spartans, there are like 3 or 4 Spartans around the football once more, around that target. So, heck of an effort, and now you're capitalizing, and you put one more in the end zone here, and that might be the old nail in the coffin on a Friday night for homecoming for the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans.
Well, all momentum here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Avalanching down here on the Colts. They're now trying to see what they can do. Defensively, the first half, played them very tight here, but this second half, it's been some big plays, and it might be fatigue here for the Colts.
It very well could be,
all
too.
9 guys pretty much going both ways, and they've had a couple guys knocked out.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Zerfus will hand off to Reamer, right side, runs through 2 arm tackles, falls forward ahead to the 41-yard line, picking up 3 yards.
Just a hard run, but getting tripped up. So now it's the clock game now for the Spartans. No need to press or anything here. You just kind of run your offense, execute, chip away with a 12-point lead, 6:40 to play.
That's right. And just looking at the stat sheet here, distribution of carries, 2 weeks ago against Tri-State, it was all Cody Reamer. He had over 20 carries. Right now, Reamer with 10, Carlson with 9, Zerfus with 9, Mitchell with 3, Braun with 2. The rushing attempt distribution in this one as Brooks Braun comes in, fullback formation in this wishbone set for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Zerfus under center. He'll take the snap, turn, give to Cody Reamer, left side, looking to run through a hole, throws a stiff arm, gets free, cuts back here to the middle of the field. Backside defense catches up to him as Wolf goal from the backside, tracks him down at the 22-yard line. A 20-yard run for Cody Reamer. Getting angry, getting strong, getting physical late in the game.
Terrific run, hard run, physical play, trying to protect home field with that one.
Clock will hit 6 to go before they break the huddle here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. That is first down. Hold on, I got to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 first downs.
I was just going to say, you better get that one out there, buddy. Nice job.
Yeah. Owen Zerfus brings up the line. He's going to hold here, just like you said, taking the time, waiting for that back judge to start counting off the final seconds of the play clock. Here, wishbone formation, Zyler, Carlson, Cody Reamer, the split backs. Carlson on the left side, Reamer on the right side. Brooks Braun, the fullback. They'll give to Carlson. He'll run right side, looking that off guard, off tight end run. Get off tackle in the 11-man game. Gets it inside the 20 down to the 19, gain of 3.
Just a nice little plunge ahead as getting some push. You talk about winning the line of scrimmage. Early in the football game, that was a key. That was a goal set up by the Spartans. In fact, both teams mentioned it, but winning the line of scrimmage, and it's been a battle, and right now the Spartans are winning that line of scrimmage battle.
Doing some quick math in my head, which is hard for some of us.
Yeah, I'm nervous
but
now.
Richland flipping the script on the Spartans from the last couple weeks. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page had the time of possession advantage by a large margin the last 2 games. Now here, Richland having the time of possession, but now with the long drive taking the time here as Cody Reamer runs it up and finally being kind of almost suplexed down by Nick Thompson, just kind of spinning him and finally dragging him down here after the gain. Brings up a 3rd and 1 after the 6-yard carry.
So Spartans will continue to churn the clock and run her down, and facing a 3rd and short. Opportunity to continue the drive, and obviously, punch one more in would be great. It's not necessary, but certainly you want to keep this drive alive, and if that ends in the end zone, then so be it. But looks like it's going to be, at this time, a happy homecoming here for the Spartans.
Yeah, no dancing in the school. Might as well dance in the end zone here one more time before you finish things off here. Leading by 12, 30-18, 3:52 to go in this 4th quarter. Handoff, Zyler Carlson running right side, looking for a block. Pancake from Cody Reamer. Touchdown block as Carlson jogs into the end zone. 14-yard touchdown run. Zyler Carlson, his 2nd touchdown on the ground tonight.
And the Cody Reamer pancake block was the key factor. And then you got Coach Fontaine coming out for a chest bump. Slap hands. Then there's a flag down here, too.
Oh, right down by the pylon. What's that about?
Oh, it's just an accident. It just fell out of the pocket.
Oh.
It just fell out.
Got to get that.
Now we're going to tuck it deeper.
Get those holes patched up before
Tucking
next
it deeper.
week.
Yeah, got to put it in the belt.
14-yard touchdown run by Zyler Carlson. Split out wide to the left here is Dalton Stein, Zyler Carlson, Cody Reamer. Zerfus, he'll take the snap. It's a quarterback here looking around to get around to the edge. Flag comes into the backside. As they say, he did not make it in, so the flag will likely not matter. Unless, I don't think it's on Richland. Certainly came in the area of likely holding, and that's what it is. It's going to be declined. So the 2-point fails here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. But they get the Zyler Carlson 14-yard touchdown run. Doubling up now, 36-18, 3:43 to go. 4th quarter, a score on your Steel C Chad Elbert scoreboard. You're watching on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
36-18. It's been a 30-point second half for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They lead here on homecoming. They're about to kick off back to the Richland Colts. Colts had the lead early in the second half. The second play of the half, it was a Nick Wolkill 47-yard touchdown run. They led 12-6, but then it was 2 straight touchdowns and 2-point conversions to make it a 10-point margin, and it's only been built from there. 36-18 after Zyler Carlson picks up his second touchdown run of the night. 11 and 14 on those 2 runs. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page ready to kick off, leading 36-18.
Good, happy homecoming for the Spartans in the end. It was looking quite bleak for a bit.
Here's a kickoff picked up on the run at the 25-yard line by Nick Wolfkill. Dancing, prancing, looking around, trying to find a hole. He's brought down at the 34-yard line of the Colts, and that's where they start their drive. Getting rowdy down there. So, looking down here too, it looks like bringing in the play now will be Nick Jonas here for Richland. So, I don't know if Mickelson just getting a chance to rest up or what they're...
Yeah, it doesn't look. I see him on the sidelines right now. He's got his helmet off, and that's really about it.
Okay, so Jonas here, backup quarterback, the freshman, in the shotgun set. Snap goes over his head, and it's a rush for the football. Bouncing on the ground, and Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page got it. They have it as the snap goes over the head, back to the 23-yard line. Loss of 11 on the fumble, and a turnover for Richland. And back to Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
Yeah, Braden Mitchell's able to jump on top of it in just one of those scenarios. I think Jake was just Richland saying, we're going to bring our younger guy in, take a few snaps, why not? And then, of course, snap goes over the head. So, unfortunate turn there for Richland, no question. But
well, and, you know, your starter 6'1", your backup's 5'8". You got to adjust as the center.
Well, you got to, you're right. You got to, yeah, the center's got to figure it. You're right, Jake. Yeah, it's all about the center there. Yeah, you can't spin it. Did you like getting rowdy there for a few minutes? They're chanting, man. It's a good cheer.
Yeah. So with 3:34 to go in this fourth quarter, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page will be Zerfus as the quarterback still. He's got Brooks Braun, fullback, Zyler Carlson, the tailback, sending Jack Thompson in motion. He'll turn, give it off left side. Zyler Carlson being brought down. Flag comes out down at the 14-yard line. Flag back at the 16-yard line. And wait to see what the call is. Looks like it's going to be holding on the Spartans. Just their first penalty of the second half.
Well, that would be accurate. Yeah, I haven't thought about it, I guess, for a while here. I was keeping track of the individuals.
Just 3 in the game. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I think this is their best as far as number of penalties in the game so far this season.
I feel like that's true. Through 4 games, they specifically procedural penalties. I mean, those were the bigger ones, but yeah, none of the penalties they've really suffered today, if I recall, have been anything of major consequence.
You had the one low block that brought back the big first down.
That's true. Yep.
In the first half, but no, since they've got going the second half, haven't been hit with them. But it is a 1st and 15 after the 10-yard penalty and marks them back. Zerfus nearly got the defensive jump. Now he turns, gives off Zyler Carlson. Defensive penetration that time by Caden Carlson of Richland. Turns it back inside towards the defense and just gets him back to the line of scrimmage.
Just punching forward here is going to be second down now upcoming here for the Spartans, and shuffling in some new faces here and kind of bringing some...
See Liam Satcham come in. He'll be at the running back spot. Still see offensive line there with Andrew Corey, Hayden Ushka, William Erickson out there, defensive ends, Dalton Stein.
Bryce Juliuson's in the football game.
Juliuson comes in as an end wide receiver out wide left, bottom of your screen, Jack Thompson. Owen Zerfus still running the offense here at the quarterback spot. 2:40 to go. 36-18 your score here in the fourth quarter. So, the turn, Zerfus hands off to Liam Satcham. He'll take it left side, finds a hole, gets around to the outside to the 20 to the 15, cuts back inside. What a cut on the block! That time as he gets inside and in for the score! 28 yards, Liam Satcham, and what a nifty move that time. Saw the blocker, cut back inside of the block, and that freed him up for the score. downfield, and 28 yards. Liam Satcham gets his touchdown.
Lots of smiles on the sideline of the Spartans right now, Jake. There's no question about that. And for Satcham to get going, that's pretty fun and exciting too. And just seeing the I don't know, the renewed energy drive. I think Coach, I want to say that Coach Moline, he talked about it in the pregame about, or kind of what you're learning about the team and the way that they're pushing themselves, and playing in spots maybe they never thought they could before. As Juliuson catches a 2-point conversion. And I think the Spartans, Jake, that's the same thing they're having right now, is they're finding this renewed type of, fire and digging deeper. It's great. It's a good thing to see.
Running on all cylinders right now. 2:23 to go in this fourth quarter. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page up 44-18 over Richland on your Steel Seat scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Okay, I want to talk to Zerf.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
2 minutes, 23 seconds remain in a game that was tied at 6 to start the second half, and the sun goes down, the fireworks start showing up.
The cannons start firing.
The cannon's going off. Do they have enough powder left here after a big 38-point second half for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, leading 44-18. Pushka to kick it off, and hey, it's in the air, and it's caught at the 19-yard line, brought up by Wolfgool. He's going up the right side, looking for a block, cuts inside, tripped up by Zyler Carlson at the 35, falls forward to the 40, and we're going to get a late hit called here down here at the 40. Wolfgool slow to get up.
Dang.
On the field.
Yeah, I did not see the late hit. You happened right underneath. You probably had a really good view of it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was intentional or if it, tough to say. I wasn't seeing that as I was looking at something else, but looked like maybe just kind of got a little over aggressive that time. Here, so down the field, Wolfgill getting looked at, looks to be okay as he gets up, walks off under his own power. 2 minutes to go in this fourth quarter.
Well, we'll see a few additional fresh faces coming in defensively now here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, trying to get to their ninth man out there to play defense as they bring in the plays, and we'll see some fresh faces. Well, it looks to be there's not. How many more fresh faces can Richland roll out, right? So they're going to bring out their crew, and they say illegal hit to the head is what they end up going with.
Maybe not late, but the helmet to helmet there.
So a personal foul penalty is what it ends up being. And then out on the field here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, we got Doug Geyer out there along with Dylan Reamer. Also on the field is Braden Mitchell. That's not a fresh face here, but we also see Hayden Hushka out there right now and Zyler Carlson. 31, Calvin Satram. Every time I get it wrong. It's just what I do. Satram is out there.
We all have our moments.
Oh, my gosh. Here, I thought you were going to be the one with the struggles tonight. Not you.
Usually am.
100%.
I usually am. Running quarterback here, Colton Mickelson will come back in.
Satram.
As Jonas goes to a fullback. Here's a pitch out to the left side. Flag comes in late. The pitch was to Nick Thompson.
Brayton Mitchell makes the play.
Yeah, brought down for a 2-yard loss. That's 4 runs for Thompson. +2, -2, +2, -2. Just sticking around that 20-yard cumulative average here. But it's going to be a hold, going to mark it back 10 yards. Here for Richland. With 1:56 to go in this fourth quarter, 44-18 our score. And stick with us here, part of our post-game. We'll have some post-game players, coaches' comments. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and we'll have a decision to make on that here in the second half. There's been a couple of Spartans that have really picked up that energy.
Oh, yeah. Lots of energy. We'll find out who the bringer of the energy was in our
Plus,
Energy
we'll talk
postgame.
precision with the RDK Precision Player of the Game.
Heck yeah.
Here's Nick Thompson in precision defense that time by Braden Mitchell. Knifes in from the linebacker defensive back spot and gets him down for that loss of 2.
All right, in our post-game chats, we'll have Owen Zerfus join us here. Also, Zyler Carlson. We'll also be chatting with Landon Koenig and Dalton Stein to join us in our post-game conversations for the Spartans.
Caleb Dowes checks in defensively in the backfield, the safety spot for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Clock ticks. Richland comes up to the football.
I like when Caleb gets on the field.
Yeah, he's out there to play. All 5'1", 100 pounds there for the freshman.
He's ready to roll,
gotta
man.
Get some reps. He'll be matched up here on the receiver, bottom of your screen. That'd be number 9, Elliot Bido. That's Mickelson back to pass. He's looking, he's going to run. It's a quarterback keeper all the way. 45 up to the 50 down the right sideline. And forced out. Going to be right around, just past the 50. So football will be just past the 50-yard line, be a 7-yard carry for Colton Mickelson.
Freshman Craig Anderson on the field as Hayden Hushka checks out.
Let's see, who else? We got, Craig Anderson.
Yeah,
Anyone
got
else?
Craig
Let's
out there.
see, Dylan Reamer out there as well.
Yep. Here comes another one. Connor Dahl.
Connor Dahl in here. He replaces Zyler Carlson. So letting the young Spartans get some run here on homecoming night.
Oh, yeah, get those lights out here, too. Play under the lights. Come on now. It's good stuff.
Shotgun set for Colton Mickelson. Receivers each way. He'll take the snap, look back to pass, looking left side the whole way for Tanner Zander, deep down the field, and it is knocked away. Good defense coming out that time. Braden Mitchell, he's played well defensively. Incomplete pass. There, Mickelson intending there for the sophomore, 6'3" sophomore, Tanner Zander. And coming up, the 5'9" freshman Mitchell just plays the ball perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. Mitchell has had a really nice day, and he's made some plays. And talk about even on the special teams, he's been involved. So he's had a very nice night. Now you got to make a play here in these tough situations late in the game too. I say tough because you got a host of players you're shuffling in, and Braden's been out a good chunk of the game, right? And so you've got a host of new faces, fresh faces, and the starters are still out there on the offense trying to make a big play. And here you come up and deny it. It's a big play defensively there by Braden.
4th down for the Colts. Back to pass. Mickelson looking over the middle of the field, going deep down the middle. It is caught and trying to wiggle free, unable to as Dowes brings him down. Making the tackle that time, but Elliot Bido making the catch. And down here from the 50 all the way down to the 20, 30-yard catch.
Gotta say, Caleb Dowes had pretty good coverage there too. Just wasn't able to make the pass breakup, but able to hold on, make the tackle, and that's a lot to ask for the young man. He stood up and made a good play to keep him out of the end zone.
You got the positioning down. The rest of it will come there, but you got to be in position first of all. That's the most important part. So 28 seconds left, one, maybe two plays left here for Richland. Back to pass. Mickelson looking. He's going to scramble. He throws it over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended receiver, Tanner Zander. Incomplete pass there over the middle, and Tanner Zander went airborne and kind of got undercut a little bit. Kind of came down awkwardly. It looks like the wrist maybe is what he landed on. He's going to come up slowly, and he's going to have the coaches come out, check on him.
An unfortunate situation for Richland, obviously. Both teams, when you look at the injuries that they have, and every football season's going to have some injuries, but you just hate to see them, and there's a couple more as the Colts will come to the sideline. Now they'll come back out as getting a little bit of assistance off the field.
And Nick Jonas going to come back in here for Richland. Also seeing Nathan Jonas there in on the offensive line as well.
Put a knee on it here.
And just take the knee here for the final play of the game here for Richland. So that will be your final score tonight. Big second half. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page wins 44-18. They move to 3-2, back on the winning side of things. Meanwhile, Richland falls to 0-4. Stay with us. Your post-game report will be coming up on yourliveevent.com. Your final score on your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page with the victory, 44-18 over Richland on yourliveevent.com.
Another new recent trade at Norman County Implement, 32-foot Summers disc chisel, one owner machine, priced at $32,000. Talk with Chuck O'Neill on this 32-foot Summers disc chisel, priced at $32,000. Also a 44-foot Summers disc, excellent condition, priced at $29,000. 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570, save $80,000 on this price now from Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. 0% interest, 0 payments for 120 days on all precision planting equipment. Save your cash flow. Book your planter upgrades today with an additional 20% discount on shop labor and trucking. Pay this year or next. No payments, no interest for 120 days on approved credit. Call RDK Enterprises 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
Welcoming you into your post-game report with Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page coming up victorious over Richland. Here in our game summary after the 44-18 victory. First half, nothing happened in the first half, no scoring. First quarter, no scoring. Second quarter, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page gets the ball, goes on an 80-yard drive, caps it off with an Owen Zerfus to Landon Koenig, 7-yard touchdown catch. Point conversion failed. Richland was tied up right before the end of the first half. 37 seconds left. Colton Mickelson gets in for a 2-yard touchdown run. We go into half tied up at 6-6. Second play of the second half, Richland takes the lead. It's Nick Wolfgool as he goes 47 yards for the touchdown, and they lead 12-6. But then Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page gets going. They score twice in the third quarter. A Zyler Carlson 11-yard touchdown run and Owen Zerfus to Dalton Stein 30-yard pass and catch. Lead 22-12. Then in the fourth quarter, score 3 more times as Zerfus gets a 4-yard touchdown run, Zyler Carlson a 14-yard touchdown run, and Liam Satcham a 28-yard touchdown run. They lead 44-18 after Colton Mickelson gets his second touchdown of the game on the ground, a 2-yard run, again to cap off the scoring there for Richland. 44-18, your final score. That's our game summary. Let's go down to the field. Kevin Kochman standing by with some of our players of the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're going to start things off with Owen Zerfus here. And Owen, we were just talking off the air about, the fact that first half was, I don't know, coming into the football game, you guys look really focused as a team. First half was an absolute slobber knocker. How do you put words to the first half?
Things just weren't going our way. We were missing some blocks here and there, but second half we really pulled it together and it worked out great.
What was the key? I know that you talk about just execution. Coach mentioned that at halftime was a big focus for you guys to work on, just executing offensively, defensively. What was a spark for you?
Our huge key was just getting that line going forward and getting those big 3 guys going back and getting in the secondary and then making cuts on them.
Talk about the physicality of today's football game, because it looked like both teams, there's a lot of tension out there tonight.
It was definitely a physical game. My neck's going to be really sore tomorrow.
I was going to say, the helmet-to-helmet little collision down here, I was right on top of it. Man, it was a football play.
Oh, no, it was fun. I love plays like that. That's the best part.
Talk about how meaningful it is to win and take one here at home, of course, first and foremost, but also homecoming.
We really just needed this to get our team back together all in one, and it was great to do it for our fans and everyone that came out tonight.
Talk about the fans. There was some energy on the sidelines, especially in the second half.
No, it's great when we get our fans going. That's the best.
It was fun. It was an enjoyable night. Congrats. I know there won't be any homecoming dance, so put some ice on the neck, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got it. Owen Zerfus with us here to start things off. We'll talk from one homecoming king to another. Dalton Stein's going to join us here too. And Dalton, talk about this one because it was physical and the line of scrimmage, you play on that side. Talk about the battle that it was tonight.
I mean, those guys came out. They were giving it all every single play. I mean, you could tell. So, I mean, it was really just who could do it for a longer period of time. I mean, both sides were going really physical. We just had to keep it up, and that's where we really shined through as the second half.
Defensively, I know, obviously offensively too, you played a good game, but defensively, second half really spun, and I thought you specifically too, you were able to get to the quarterback, get a little more pass rush. Did that just come with kind of wearing down the opponent?
I really think we were wearing them down that whole first half, and another big thing was the fans in the sideline. They really started amping us up, and that was when the momentum kicked in, and our whole defense just really stepped it up that second half.
You know, in a scenario too where some schools, every school is different, every site is different this year with how things are being handled with social distancing, whatnot. To be able to get some energy from the sideline is important.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't imagine a game without fans, and I know there's some schools that have to do it, and it's one thing you got to do. You got to sacrifice fans maybe if that's what you got to do to play football. You might have to do it.
Yeah, well, here you go. Big win tonight. The season can go a lot of different ways. You were on the downward slide, so nice to get back upward.
Yep, absolutely. That was a good Kickstarter. We got to finish it off.
Hey, congrats on the win. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Got it. Dalton Stein joining us here, and a guy who brought a lot of energy. I'm going to go with this one here to Landon Koenig. You're going to get the shirt here today, Landon, with the bringer of the energy. Jake will talk about that here in the postgame show on yourliveevent.com. But, hey, to you and your teammates, a hard-fought victory. Just tell me, put this one into words for me, Landon.
I mean, we didn't come out ready to play after the second half. I mean, the coach is really getting on us for not being ready, and we really got ready the second half, started knocking heads, and we got into it.
It seemed like the physicality was there. Talk about it. I call it tension because it seemed like, okay, someone's going to win, someone's going to lose here tonight, and neither of you guys wanted to lose. I felt tension. Was there tension?
Yeah, definitely. We wanted to get past them. I mean, it was just a war down there on the front line. If you win that, that's what won us the game, our front line.
Did any play stick out to you tonight, or any moment in the game, as far as something maybe that spurned, that, turned a spark or something like that?
Probably only sit on the goal line, head-to-head one. I'm going to guess that probably. It's pretty tough to watch on the sideline.
It was a wild play. There's no doubt about it. How much fun are you having this season? I know that not fun to lose. You go 2-2. Now you get a win. How much fun are you having?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, last game was a tough game for all of us. We were not ready to play, and we just got outplayed. But this game, I think we're getting a lot of excitement from the fans and the sideline. We're really back into it.
Landon, congrats to you and your teammates on this one. A hard-fought victory, and certainly soak this one up. I know it's a bummer as a former high school football player to not have homecoming dance afterwards, but hey, football is football, right?
Yeah, I gotta make some sacrifices.
That's right. Hey, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Got it. Landon Koenig joining us here, and we're going to go to Zyla Carlson, another performance here today for you and your teammates. Talk about this one because, man, it was a football game. There's no question, up and down. It was nobody's game, to give away. All of a sudden, you guys got a spark. What was the kicker?
I think the line really kicked it into gear, I guess, towards the end of the game because all our runs were doing really good and all those jet sweep plays, and I thought the line just did really good at getting us going. Same with the defense, too.
Yeah, and the line of scrimmage is a tough one because that's a big football team.
Yeah, it is. They were really aggressive, especially that 99 kid, I think he was. He was just a really good player.
I felt at times, you talk about tension, maybe it got a little chippy out there, and I know that happens from time to time, but was it overall pretty much back and forth?
Yeah, I thought it was mostly the second half. I thought we kind of took over towards mid-third to the end of the game, but yeah, it was pretty back and forth, I thought, for the first half at least.
This is a football team in the Spartans. I know you guys have high aspirations, and having a couple of losses, I'm sure that didn't sit well with you guys.
No, it didn't, but, you can't really do anything about it, and you just got to keep going week by week.
On your touchdown here down in the end zone, kind of to seal the ball game, you got a nice lead block from Cody Reamer. Did you see that block as a running back?
I did, and the reason if you saw that I ran backwards in the end zone is because I could have sworn they were going to flag Cody for that block, but I guess they didn't, and I got the touchdown.
That's a great point. I thought so too, and he put his hands out pretty quick.
I think he just kind of sandwiched him.
You're going to have to watch back on that one, but and then most importantly, I saw Coach come out too. Coach Fontaine comes out and does a little, chest bump, air fly, whatever you guys call it. Talk about the energy that comes from your coaching staff too.
Yeah, he gets pretty hyped, and sometimes it can be at some different types of moments when we're writing the play. But yeah, it's just awesome how hype he can get.
How big of a win is this for you? Because the season can slide away in a hurry if you don't pick up this win.
It was huge because if we lost, I don't know if we had much hope after that, but it was a huge win going into Lemoore next week. We really got to focus up and do our best there.
Very good football team, and you're not going to be favored, so go and have some fun, right?
Yep.
All right. Zyler, congrats on the victory and hard-fought effort tonight. Good luck next week.
Thanks.
You bet. It's Zyler Carlson joining us here as we have more in our post-game report tonight. And Jake, we talked about it. I thought that Landon Koenig brought the energy here this evening.
Yeah, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game from Enbridge, where they remind you that the Line 3 replacement project, it's going to create thousands of family-supported jobs. It's a $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota with an economic boost and to bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, along with a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. Enbridge is focused on safety, and they're ready to get to work. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. They're our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Well, someone else that brought some energy here tonight, Coach Fontaine down on the field with Kevin Kochman.
Hey, sounds good, Jake. Appreciate it, and we'll get Larry joining us here right now. And Coach Fontaine, for you and the team, I know we talked at halftime. You talked about execution. Pretty simple, because both teams were locked in, and I talked about tension. I brought it up a lot tonight just because in the first half it looked like two teams that didn't want to lose but needed to make that next step. Your guys took that in the second half.
Yeah, they came out. We had a little after they came and scored right away. We had to have a little come to a Fontaine meeting down there, and basically there's a lot more said than that. We'll put it that way. But we had to have a little meeting and decide that we needed to play some football and step up, and the kids did. The kids really, they fired up the whole sideline, kept them going, and we were fired up. We were ready to play, and we just had to get some confidence.
And you played a team here tonight, Richland. They hadn't had a win, but that's not a team that anybody could take lightly.
No, I mean, hats off to them. They're a great football team. They hit really hard. They played with us. I mean, the whole game. It was a close game. They are a good football team. They hit hard. They're really young. They're going to be good in the future. Yeah, it was fun.
So for your guys, you talk about just that execution, but the line of scrimmage, I thought, midway through that third quarter, your guys were winning battles.
Yeah, we took it to them. We started, hitting a little harder, and we started running the ball harder, and field possession. We it was down here when we stopped them when we had field possession. That's when we turned the game around, as we held them to 3 and out, and then we got the ball, and then our O-line did what they had to do and dominated the game.
Talk about, obviously number of senior leaders. You got your 4 guys that really dig deep, but Owen Zerfus made some plays again tonight and kind of, don't say put the team on his back, but provided a great example for the team, and they jumped on.
Yeah, he's a great leader. We've talked about him. I love the kid, and he works really hard, and all week he was leading in practice and having the kids do up and downs and some push-ups when execution wasn't there during the week, and yeah, he was laying the wood out there today, and yeah, it was fun to watch. He's a great kid.
Very physical football game. Guys are going to be a little sore, but hey, that's okay. It's the game of football, and we're at midway point of the season, regular season, and how important this win was to just keep the hopes of playoffs alive this was a very important football game.
Yeah, the kids know the importance of the football game. They know, we can't afford to have any more losses, and they know we got Lemoore next week, and it's going to be a tough game, and we're going to go to the drawing board on Monday and start watching film. We really push film, and watch film, and that helps, and we'll be ready to play.
Yeah, they're going to see some good examples of what it looked like tonight to execute and not, no doubt. Plus, you talk about the road trip, a big one, and Lemoore's a football team that is a top 5 scoring team in 9-man football, and you can throw a bunch of other things at them. A very good football team, and probably not going to be favored, so you got to go in and be ready to play.
Yeah, we'll be ready to play. Our kids are always ready to play. We'll have to execute, and hats off again to Richland. They played really well. I mean, 5 played a great game. Their quarterback threw some nice passes. We had some really good coverage. They executed. You got to get hats off to them. And next week we'll shore up some things and we'll give Richland a game. Or excuse me, we'll give Lemoore a game.
And you talked about energy and needing guys to step up. I saw you jumping out and playing with the guys, having some fun and getting them fired up. Well, needed to right away in the third quarter, but then the Cody Reamer block that sparked the touchdown run. It's hard not to get excited about plays when you see your kids come out and execute the way they did.
Yeah, that was a great block. And Braden Mitchell, number 8, took out 2 kids on the same play. It was a fantastic block. We're going to rewind that one a few times on Monday.
You got to celebrate those moments, and not always the guy. I know Zeiler said he kind of ran into the end zone saying, I think there might have been a penalty, but nope, there wasn't. So your sidelines tonight, the team, but then also the fans, as they congregated and socially distant, kept things going. They brought some energy tonight. It was a fun night for football.
Yeah, it was a great night. Does it get any better than this? This was the ultimate Friday night lights. It was told the kids at the start of the game they're lucky to be playing the ball game, and I mean it was just a beautiful day to play. I mean, not hot, nice and cool. It was, and the fans here were great, and our sideline, we kept them going. I mean, I told the kids after the game the sideline was really important for our win because the kids on the field can hear them cheering.
Yep, and when I could hear on the other side too the way that Richland was participating and with limited numbers. Man, it was just teams going. It was a fun night, and glad for the Spartans to come away with a victory. Good luck as you prepare for Lemoore next week. We'll see you out there.
Roger, thank you, buddy. Take care.
Larry Fontaine, head coach, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Thanks, Larry.
Thank you, Kevin, and Coach Fontaine down there on the field. Appreciate that with the post-game coaches' comments. Here, let's, before we get to our final stats, let's go with our RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. Here, and if you want precision with your planter and you're thinking about upgrading your planter, visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton. To learn about available rebates and financing, go to RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com, the website. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. Precision play here tonight. Fourth quarter touchdown run. Zeiler Carlson, his second touchdown run of the night. But good job all around there. The blocking, the patience, the big pancake block from Cody Reamer there to spring him into the end zone. That's all part of the precision on the play, and that is your RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. Let's run down the final stats. For the Richland Colts, rushing the ball, Colton Mickelson, 8 carries, totaling 9 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nick Wolfgill with 12 carries, totaling 72 yards and a touchdown. Nick Thompson with 13 carries, 20 yards, and it was 2 team rushes for a negative 11 yards. Total of 35 rushes, 83 yards on the ground here tonight for Richland. Through the air, Colton Mickelson was 4 of 10 passing, 122 yards and an interception. Nick Thompson, 3 of 7 passing, 66 yards and an interception. Went 3 catches to Teddy Flaw, all in the first half as he got hurt on the opening kickoff of the second half, did not return to the game. 3 catches for 92 yards. Colton Mickelson had 3 catches for 66 yards, and Elliot Biter, there's I can't read my writing, 1 catch for 30 yards in the game. 83 yards on the ground, 188 through the air, 271 total offense here tonight. 3 turnovers, 1 fumble, 2 interceptions. Time of possession, 26 minutes, 20 seconds here today for Richland. They had 8 first downs. They had 8 penalties. Total of 40, 50, 60, 75 yards on those 8 penalties here tonight. Again, scoring plays, Colton Mickelson with a pair of 2-yard touchdown runs. Nick Wolfgill with a 47-yard touchdown run. For the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans, Cody Reamer rushing the ball, 12 carries, 59 yards. Zeiler Carlson, 12 carries, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. Owen Zerfus, 10 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. Braden Mitchell with 3 carries, 46 yards. Liam Satcham, 1 carry, 28 yards, and a touchdown. Brooks Braun, 2 carries, 9 yards. They had 1 team rush for negative 10 yards on a sack for the Spartans. 41 carries, 294 yards on the ground. Through the air, Owen Zerfus was 5 of 9 passing for 55 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. 2 catches for 14 yards for Zeiler Carlson, 1 catch and a touchdown for 7 yards to Landon Koenig. Cody Reamer with 1 catch for 4 yards. Dalton Stein with 1 catch for 30 yards and a touchdown tonight. 294 on the ground, 55 through the air, 349 total offense tonight for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They had 2 turnovers, both in the first half, 1 fumble, 1 interception. The time of possession was 21 minutes and 40 seconds. They had 13 first downs and just 4 penalties tonight here for 45 yards for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Scoring plays of Owen Zerfus to Landon Koenig for 7 yards, Owen Zerfus to Dalton Stein for 30 yards, and touchdown runs of 11 yards and 14 yards for Zyler Carlson, 4 yards from Owen Zerfus, and 28 yards from Liam Satcham for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. That's your final stats here tonight as the Spartans move to 3-2. They're on the road next week as they head to Lemoore for that matchup. Richland will next be with Griggs Midkota at home. Richland gets Griggs Midkota next week for high school football. Thanks again for joining us here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. We appreciate you tuning in, watching the broadcasts that we bring you. Thanks again to all the sponsors you've heard throughout our broadcast coverage. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Thanks to my broadcast partner on the field, Kevin Kochman, our producer here tonight, Whitney Pittman, doing the behind-the-scenes camera work and the excellent button pressing off to my side. Myself, Jake Berkmeyer, with the play-by-play call again here tonight. Thanks for watching here, your live event powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. We'll be back Monday. Spartan Volleyball on Monday there with YourLiveEvent.com. Have a great night and a great weekend, everyone.